okay, wait a minute. It's going now, I think. Hang on.
It says that it's going live stream, so I'm thinking it's probably there.
Hey, I think we made it.
It's going now, I think. Hang on. It says that it's going live stream, so
I think we may have made it, Yvette.
woohoo!
All right. All right. Hopefully you guys can all see us and hear us. If you can, let us know. Don't forget tech challenge here. Anyway, hi, I'm Stephanie Stitches, and this is
Yvette.
Yay.
You know what? I'm not sure if it's on the actual live that you had set up, because that one is not on. So
Okay.
hold on. Let me go, because I'm at your channel. Okay, so you're just live, but on a different thing. So let me go to the original one. I'm just going to tell them to go to, I'm going to give them another link. So hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't get that one to come on for some reason. Thank you. Hi, I'm Stephanie Stitches, and this is
Yvette. All right, so now I'll copy that. Let me go over, and I'm going to go over here. And I'm just going to say new link, peeps.
technical difficulty. Sorry, guys. Okay.
Okay. Oops, I didn't put it right.
Mm-hmm. Can you guys hear us? If you can, let me know on the new one. I had this set up on a different YouTube link, but I didn't do something right. So hopefully you're hearing us now. And Yvette's telling the other folks to come on over here. So
yes, I think, okay, so I got the link in a few times.
Okay.
So hopefully everyone sees that and comes on over.
Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, we got it going. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. Like for some reason it wouldn't connect the Zoom.
You know what? I had that problem every time I tried to do it. So I think
Yeah.
that there's some kind of issue. We should just, we'll try to Google it. That's
okay.
all. Yeah. We'll try to figure it out. I'm not saying that we'll even be able to, because I don't understand half of this stuff either. It's like the blind leading the blind over here.
Yeah. Everybody saying hello. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the patience with the tech stuff. The last time we went live and I used Zoom, it connected to YouTube, no problem. But for some reason this time it didn't want to connect to the meeting that I had created. So here we are.
Sorry, I'm not going to be able to use that. Okay, let me just go on over to the chat, and I don't need to look at us because I know what we look like. So I will just go over there.
You said, hi, we're over on the other link. How's everyone? Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I could not get that one to work for some reason. It didn't want to play nice with Zoom. So
okay, so I'm over on the chat, and if anybody wants to ask any questions, you can either @ the Yvette Renee or @ Stephanie Stitches.
Yep.
That way one of us will see the orange, and I have it right big on my, or as big as I can get anyway, on my computer. And then we'll be able to answer.
Yep. Cool. Thank you.
Now, what did I just do? For goodness sakes. I'm telling you guys, if something could go wrong, it would always go wrong with Steph and I. Neither one of us know what in the world we're doing over here. Okay.
We're lucky that we got this far.
So I see that Shelly's here. Shelly Stewart's here.
Hi,
Andrew
Shelly.
Newtinger is here. Nancy Gus is here. Dora Lynn. And then we have Emily is here.
Yay.
Nellie Franco is here. Mary Jane Ellinger is here.
Hi, Mary Jane.
Vicky's here. She's saying hi to Nancy. And DA is here. I'm not sure who that is, but so happy you're here. And Joy Gillespie is here. Scrunchians is here. I hope everybody on the other link is getting this link. I did put it in there a few times, so hopefully everyone will see it.
Yeah. It looks like it, 'cause I recognize some of these names that were saying hi on the other side, so hopefully.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah.
Nancy's here. I think that I'm not sure which Nancy it is. It's the Nancy with just her name and an N in a brown circle. Tina Fink is here. Diane is here. And what are we working on? So we're just basically doing UFOs today. Yeah. And hopefully if you guys have anything that you want to work on, we'll just do it in a big group. And yeah, just a bunch of friends sitting here and catching up on things that they should be doing. I'm personally going to be working on one of the Judy Niemeyer quilts that I'm working on. And Steph, what you working on?
I'm going to work on my puzzle mystery quilts from Cotton Cuts. I know a lot of you here get them. I have no idea what number, and probably you guys are going to tell me in the chat, the Olympia we're supposed to be on, but I only did clue number 1. So I'm going to put clue number 2 together, and then I'm behind on my Sparkle and Shine as well. So I'm going to put together clue 8 for that. So I'm going to try to get caught up a little bit. It's just been so busy lately. I haven't had time to really sit and do anything to catch these up. So, but I did finish a couple of people mentioned these blocks a few times when I was sewing with you guys live. I did finish my Christmas morning quilt. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to put it on the long arm sometime next week, and then I'll show it to you guys when it's all done, but I can't wait. It's my first Christmas quilt that I've made for myself. Yay. And I don't care who begs me, they're not getting it.
That's right. Anybody can dibs, doesn't make any difference. She's keeping it for herself.
Right.
So we've got Pamela here, and the Nancy with the N in a brown circle is Nancy LaVenture. That's who I thought.
Hi, Nancy LaVenture.
I just don't like to act like I know everybody, because for goodness sakes, I don't get to look at my chat anymore, so I get so confused about who everybody is. Netta says that she and Sierra are listening. They're out and about today. And Jennifer Smith is here. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi. And Pamela is here. Hi, Pamela.
Barb Olson is here from Canada. Hey, Barb.
Oh, hi. We're here to enjoy each other's company. Awesome. Good. Yes. Yay, that's all we wanted. We just wanted to kind of sew together and enjoy your all's company. Hopefully you guys can sew something too. Now, a couple announcements. Next, my box is going out on Monday. So if you got a winter project box for me, that's going out Monday. So next Saturday is not one of my normal Saturdays with stuff, but I'm going to sew next Saturday because I'm going to put together my project box project. And then I'm going to check with Yvette because I know she's got some Judy Niemeyer classes coming up, but sometime near the end of November and maybe Thanksgiving weekend, if Yvette's free, we'll do the next wall hanging / tabletop or whatever you made it into. I designed the autumn one that we all did together, and I'll give you guys the pattern again for free up till the day of the sew, the winter one that I came up with. And next week I will have, next Saturday, a few people asked me for a kit. So I will show you what the kit looks like and have kits in my shop for that sew along. But you don't have to buy one. You can use your own fabric if you like.
Excellent. Yeah, no, I think that that weekend is probably fine with me. I could probably do that one.
Awesome.
It's the weekend before that I have my next Judy Niemeyer classes.
I knew you had one in November. I just couldn't remember what dates. Yeah.
It's like the 19th and 20th or the 18th and 19th or whatever the Friday and Saturday is. So yeah.
Awesome. So you're going to get us a lot next month.
Yeah, exactly.
So what's anything new in your shop that you want to tell us about?
Oh my goodness. I've been having like such a hard time catching up. Let's see. Let me real quick say who's new that I'm seeing coming in. Brenda S is here. Becky Mendoza is here.
Yay.
Wanda Marsh came in.
Hi.
Jacqueline Spear is here. She said she couldn't find us. So glad that you did. We just had a little technical difficulties, but all's good now. We're good. And Christy says, Yvette, did you figure out the pieces you were having questions with on your live stream the other night? Oh my goodness, absolutely not. I have. I'm now cutting for my project box. So I've got all the fabric to cut and then all the boxes to put together. And if I figure that out before next Wednesday, it'll be a miracle. But that's my goal. To try to work on that. So I'm not really sure. That's the short answer. We have Tamala just came in. Karen E just came in. Tiffany's Quilting Life is here.
Hi,
Jim Bennett is here. Heather is here.
Hi,
Vicky
Heather.
Lemire is here.
Hey,
And
Jim. Hi, how are you? Some of these names, it's been a while since I've seen you guys because we haven't been sewing on Friday nights. So good to see you all.
yeah. Anybody, I think, Christine Adams from Fort Lauderdale is here. She's working on a one block wonder.
Oh, cool.
And Del Marie just came in.
Hey, Del Marie.
So anyways, new in my shop right at this moment, I don't really have anything new. I am working on getting a like a fat quarter, like build your own fat quarter bundle type of thing. So I'm almost done with that, but it takes a lot of time to go through and put all of the items in. So it's almost ready, but that's going to be something new that I'm going to do in the shop. And
oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. So people can just go in and pick like how many they want or.
Yep. So I think the minimum that I'm saying people can buy is like maybe 3. I don't remember what I put in there. I think it's either like 3 or 5.
Okay.
And then once it, like if they buy over 15, then they get an extra discount.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's going to be in there like that. And then that way you can pick and choose which fat quarters you want instead of just whatever bundles I have, which, I'll still have regular bundles in there. Mm-hmm. But this way you'll be able to put your own together. And
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had a lot of people ask me about that kind of stuff, and I didn't have that set up. So I thought, well, why not? Well, at least I'll give it a go. We'll see how it goes.
Cool.
Oh. So, are you stretching?
Yes.
I want to stretch.
It's only 5 o'clock and it feels like 9 or 10 to me because I've been doing a lot of stuff today and
I know.
Oh no, like now that I'm sitting down for a minute, I feel like I'm getting stiff.
Oh my gosh, that happens to me too.
Yeah.
Totally happens to me.
Oh, Lisa Wagner's here and she said, thank you for the spooky postcard, Yvette.
Woo, thanks. I loved those. Oh my goodness. I had so much fun doing them. It took me forever to get them out, but they were fun. And I loved receiving them too. That was like really cool.
That's awesome. Sue GSD. Hello, ladies. I'm so happy I stumbled upon you. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Michigan gal. Good to see you.
I don't remember. Who is Kev Mirth? Just remind me.
Mary.
It's Mary?
Yeah, I think that's Mary.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Mary. She is saying to you that she loves your Christmas morning quilt.
Oh, thank you. I'm in love with it. I am so happy the way it came out. The blocks it took a long time to cut all the pieces, but I'm kind of a slow cutter. Number one, I'm a little bit OCD and I like to make sure everything's perfect. But number two, with my arthritis, it just takes me a while. So it took me a really long time to cut this quilt. But once I started sewing these blocks, because they're 18-inch blocks, it went together so fast and it came out so well. And I love it. I can't wait to quilt it and cuddle with it. So thank you guys.
Too. It's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, Barb is asking what I'm working on. I am working on my coral reef quilt. It is a Judy Niemeyer design. And right now I'm just making my little fabric swatch up. I'm making all of them up because you have one in every section. If you've ever done a Judy Niemeyer, you know that she does everything in sections. So that's what I'm working on.
So did I came in late the other night because I fell asleep to your live. Did I hear right? Are you going to do the sew along that she's doing for free starting next week too?
Well, I'm gonna try to. She's having that. It's basically like free class for everybody, and I don't know how detailed she's going to get. Um, but I, work during the day, and that's when she's doing it. She's doing it on Wednesdays at, I want to say it's at like either, I think it's like 4 o'clock Eastern time or something like that.
Oh,
So it'll be toward the end of my day, and I will turn it on. I just don't know how much I'll be able to actually watch. But yes, I'm going to try to do that.
okay. Wow. You're
I
gonna have
know. I
three
know.
pin wires going at the same time, huh?
Well, I got to make 5 or 6. I don't remember.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So, if I can keep it straight in my head, I'm going to give it a go.
You are brave.
Mary wants to know, how are you going to quilt your Christmas morning quilt?
Oh, I just decided actually, and I'm super excited about it. If you guys know anything about this line, there was a panel that had a big dove on it. I think you have that, right, Yvette?
Yes.
And the panel said, I think it says peace on earth or something like that. One of my favorite Christmas songs is Let There Be Peace on Earth. I love music. For those of you who don't know, which most of you probably don't, because I don't really talk about this, but I actually play instruments and I used to sing in our choir, our church choir. So music is a huge thing for me. So I found a pattern for my long arm that has a G clef, so musical, that, a musical note and a G clef, and then it's got holly berries too. So I'm going to put that across the whole thing. So it's going to be really pretty. I'm super excited.
Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see the whole thing finished, because it's gorgeous just hanging on your wall back there.
Thank you. I love it. Yeah.
It's and that's a great idea. And I just want to tell everybody that Stephanie's excellent knowledge of music came handy for us whenever we were trying to break out of our what's it called again?
The place was called Breakout, but it's an escape room.
Escape room. Ugh.
Yeah.
You know me, I can't ever remember words, but that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And it came in handy, because it was like, you never know the things that they're going to ask you to do. And one of the things they asked was to play like these piano notes, and she knew how to do it. So it was like, oh my goodness, that, and there was like some chess stuff in it, and she was the only one who knew how to even remotely play chess. So if we hadn't had Steph, we'd have been in trouble.
Yeah, that was so much fun. I had wanted to do an escape room for quite a long time, and when Yvette and I and Christy, Georgia Sunshine, were all together, we did one, and it was a blast. And it really took all three of us, though, because Christy was the only one of us who had done an escape room before. So she kind of knew like what to look for, as far as like, okay, you got to dig through this or dig through that to look for clues. But like Yvette did really good figuring out these dates and the numbers that we needed. And there was just,
go figure,
we all had strengths that really worked together to like get out of the room. I don't think without one of us, we would have done it. So yeah,
it was pretty good. But the whole time, it's like, when you're a perfectionist, like some of us are, like right here, I kept thinking the whole time, I'm doing nothing, I'm helping nobody, I'm just standing here rolling around like this. But it's not true. But when you're in the middle of it, and you're in the room, and someone else is coming up with all the answers, and then you just feel like, why am I so stupid? Why can't
but here's the funny part. At the very end, Christy and I were like, yay, we cracked this, right? Because like I found, after we played the chess game, I found the clue and opened this little box, which I totally dropped on the floor. It had a key in it, and we're like, yay, we're done. And we like went to the front door, and Yvette's like, no, we didn't find what we had to find to get out. We totally we're so excited about getting this combination open that we completely forgot. And thank goodness Yvette was like, no, we didn't find the heirloom yet, because we had to find like this heirloom to get out.
It was so funny. We were just so excited to be done. And then I think, even Steph was like, we were like these 3 grown women jumping all over the we get out of there.
Yeah.
We're like, I can't believe we got out. Oh my goodness, that was fun.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
That
But it
was
was
a
a
lot
great
of fun.
time.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
Memories. Like the corners.
Okay, so Celie said, Steph, I appreciate your OCD when I get my project kits from you. They are cut perfectly. Oh, yes. I'm a little bit OCD, so I'm glad you appreciate that. Thank you. Speaking of, let's see. Oh, Barb says she loves that song too. Cool. She
Remember
said,
to give Steph a thumbs up.
oh, thanks, guys.
Nancy keeps reminding everyone. Thank you.
I know,
Nancy.
that's so sweet. Nancy, you're the bestest. Barb said, I used to play musical instruments in high school too. What did you play, Steph? I still play flute, but I did play oboe and bass guitar, and just a touch. I can plunk around on piano. I'm not a player by any means, but enough that I can play a song to get out of an escape room, apparently.
Yes, that, you know what? That's the only thing we cared about. We were like, we're out of the room. Thanks, Steph.
Kelly, you didn't miss anything, and we're sorry about that. Like, the Zoom didn't want to hook up with that link that I made for you guys. So
yeah, let me see if I can go in and put that in again in case there's still people sitting over there. Because I put it in a few times, but that was a few minutes ago, so I'm not sure if anyone's still seeing it. So let's try.
Yeah. Also, I can probably go. Let me see if I can. I don't want to mess up anything with this one, but maybe I can go to my channel and get rid of that one or something.
Well, don't get rid of it yet because people are still sitting in there.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, they're still.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
People.
This is like,
that's okay. I should have gone over to look.
Lady right here. So
I'm putting in the new link a lot. So we'll have everybody coming over.
I'm hoping by watching you ladies, I can get out of this funk. Aw, I'm only sewing. The only sewing I've done is my puzzle mystery clues. I want to get back to my spooky box, and now I have Yvette's winter box coming soon.
Oh, that's, you know what? I hope that we can get you out of your funk too, because it helps us to get out of our own funks, because
it does.
All have them, and sitting and sewing with friends is just great. So okay, so I put in the link a lot.
Okay, good.
So hopefully people will be able to go over there. Okay,
I'll tell you what, I really feel like I need like some kind of classes or something in this stuff.
You know, it's this Judy Niemeyer class is really, it's helped me to kind of get out of a funk a little bit too, because, you know, I'm always saying I never get to sew enough. Well, now I'm on overload with sewing, but that's okay. It's, you know.
Okay.
Okay, Shirley is here. Hi, Shirley. Shirley Hyman.
Hi, Donna.
Donna's here. Yep. And Catherine Jolson is here. Ann Hunt is here. And Susan said that she saw the new link. So, okay, good. And I just went in and put it in a whole bunch of times. So I hope everybody sees that. Linda Parsons is here. Wanda Marsh is in the building. Donna says your mystery box was the bomb.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. She got one of my mystery grunge boxes. So
Sherry's here.
Hi, Sherry.
And Nita's here, but she retracted her message.
Oh.
So I don't know what she was saying.
Hi, Linda. Barb said Judy's patterns look complicated.
They look complicated, and they can be complicated. It's just learning to read the patterns. And that can be like, you know, it can be daunting, but I'm working on them every Wednesday night live on my channel. If you would like to come and follow along with me. It's the very first time I'm doing it too. So we'll kind of learn together. And I'm also taking a class at the same time. So hopefully I'll have a little bit more to share with you as we go along. And I think it's just, once you probably get the first one under your belt and you understand how it is that she's putting things in, I think after that, it's fine. Like the actual sewing and the actual like putting it all together, honestly, guys, it's no different than, it's no different than any other kind of quilt, except that it's going to have a lot of paper piecing. Some of them have applique. Some of them have, more of traditional piecing. And so it's really not that hard. Pat says she missed the start. She set a reminder, but she dozed off.
Oh,
that sounds good.
that's not hard to do.
Anne Marie Makowski is here.
Hi,
Marla
Anne-Marie.
is here.
Hi, Marla. Marla's an Ohio gal. She's coming to our retreat.
Oh, excellent. Hi,
Yeah.
Marla. We'll get to meet in person. Let's see. Donna Bogart is here. And Donna Reno is saying hi to me. Hi, Donna. Nita said, Jello, ladies. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. MJ is here. Excellent.
Hi, MJ.
Her grunge mystery box seems to be stuck in Shreveport.
Oh,
with
no.
Delivery date unknown.
Maybe they're just petting it for a little while.
They might be. Yeah. Is it weird? Okay, Heather says, is it weird that my 4-year-old has started giving herself a bath at random times? Well, at least she's keeping clean. I mean, she could refuse that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Mary says that it intimidated her. Oh, she's talking about my project box. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. You guys, it's just like regular paper piecing. I feel really bad. I wish that I had the time to like put one together on camera. That would probably be ideal for everyone. I just don't have time to put one together either. So I feel bad about that, because actually I would love to put one together.
Yeah.
I would have loved to had one to hang on my door right now.
Okay.
And I'm going to start, I was saying on my live on Wednesday that I'm going to start incorporating a bit more traditional piecing in the mystery boxes. So
awesome.
hopefully people will like that. There will still be foundation paper piecing in it, of course, but just a bit more traditional piecing to kind of, keep everybody interested.
So you're going to put both traditional and paper piecing in the same project?
Yep.
That's exactly. Good.
Yep.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it'll be better. It's, I've started to realize that it can be tedious if you're making like a big quilt and there's, it's all foundation paper piecing, then it can be daunting. It can be, feel a little cumbersome. You're trying to get it done quicker. I get that. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to, change it up a little bit.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, Mary said, Yvette, don't feel bad. I haven't done paper piecing for quite a while. I will be persistent and prevail.
Excellent.
Awesome.
That's the attitude.
Yep. And Michigan Gal said, who is your favorite fabric designer? Well, most people know mine. My favorite fabric designer is Corey Yoder. I don't think she's had one line out that I don't like. I love her stuff. I do love Lalo Boutique as well, which is the maker or the designer of Christmas Morning behind me here. But every once in a while she has a line that I just am not super fond of, but I like her stuff and I like her patterns too. What about you?
Oh my goodness, girl. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking and I'm going,
there's so many.
I know there's so many because not everybody designs the same way, and I have different tastes. So I would
Yeah.
say um for my brights and for my foundation paper piecing, I definitely say Allison Glass and Libs Elliott. Those two are my absolute favorite. And I'm actually new to the Libs Elliott game, to be honest with you, because I had not heard of her before. And somebody suggested to me to go and check out some of her collections. And as soon as I did, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm totally in love.
Oh, cool.
Because she uses color like nobody's business. So
Yeah.
I love Libs Elliott as well. Now for other, kinds of fabric, I really love Sandy Gervais. For the most part, like she'll come out with fabric collections and I just love them.
Yeah.
Other people that I really like the style of would be anybody who has a particular hand-drawn type of design. So Lisa Glanz, I love, and Corey Dantini, I absolutely adore. So I think it depends on which genre we're looking at.
Yeah.
I just tend to have way different tastes. So yeah, that's probably what I would say. I gave you a whole lot more than one, but there you go.
It's hard to stick to just one because actually I was sitting here thinking about some of the things you said and I'm like, oh yeah, I like that too. Oh yeah, I like that too. So yeah.
And I feel the same way about Layla Boutique as you did. I mean, I was like a huge fan of hers for a long time and I still am. It's just for some reason the past, like 2 or 3 collections I haven't liked. I just wasn't into them at all, which was kind of odd and kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, and the one coming out here in a few weeks, Love Note, is absolutely gorgeous. It's like
I can't wait for
cross
that
between like Nest and Farmer's Daughter.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. But then I saw the one she's coming out with this spring, and I'm just like, eh.
Yep. So, same here.
Yeah.
I know. So, I don't know.
That's probably why I picked Cori Yoder first, because I don't think there's been one line of hers that I was like, I've loved all of them. So
yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Cori Yoder does have some nice fabric as well. There's usually nothing that I don't like about hers.
Yeah. Actually, I'm working on a quilt using her Cozy Up. So this is what it's starting to look like.
Let me come on over because I'm like in the chat. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember seeing you working on that.
Yeah, I've got all the center stars done. I just got to iron a few more of those and then put the squares around. So it's going to go together real quick.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. Oh my goodness.
Oh, how did you become a quilter? All kinds of questions today. Good questions. Michigan Gal is asking. Marla, I'm going to answer
all the great questions.
I know. I'm going to answer just a few of these questions really quick, and then I'll get back to that. Marla said, I also love every one of Corey's lines. Yes, they're awesome. Christine Adams said, using Allison Glass art theory right now. Yay. Her stuff is so pretty.
Oh, yes.
Colors are gorgeous. So saturated. I love them. Karen Cox said, I'm a Corey fan, and Adita Sitar, I never say her name right.
Adita
Sitar, thank you. Yeah. My favorites also, Sherry and Chelsea are there too. I love Sherry and Chelsea fabrics. I totally forgot about them. Yeah, I like them too. Heather said, you needed a break from Lala Boutique. That's all. There you go.
So she gave us a break.
That's right. Mimi said, I'm late. YouTube didn't remind me. I'm sorry, Mimi. Plus, we changed to a different link because we couldn't get the Zoom to work with that one. So that probably messed it up too. I apologize for that. So, hi, Pam. Pam Miller's here. Okay, so back to Michigan Gal's questions. How did you become a quilter? So I'll let Yvette go first this time, and then I'll answer.
Okay. So for me, the one thing that you should know about me is that I am a girl who flies by the seat of her pants. I decide I want to do something and I just do it. I don't think about it. I don't, I'm just like, yep, I want to do that. I'm going to do that. So I have a friend who came to my house to visit. This was back in 2001. And she had come over so that she could see our new place. We had just moved to Connecticut and she had never been here. So while she was here, she noticed this sewing machine in like our formal dining room or whatever. And she was like, oh my goodness, do you guys sew or do you sew? And I was like, that's Jim's, because when his grandma died, he got her sewing machine. And we were like, I have no idea if it works or not. I had never sewn before, like ever. And I'm like, no, it's, I have no idea. So she goes over there and she's messing around with it and, and she's sewing, and she had brought me a quilt. Like she had made me a quilt. I don't remember how long she had been quilting. I know. I want to say she might've been quilting for like a year or so at that time. I'm really not sure. So she kind of like just, got that bug set off of me. And by the time she left after that weekend, I told Jim I wanted a motorcycle. I told him I wanted a sewing machine. I know, right? Talk about a trip of the tongue. And we went and we bought one. I, found a baby lock, a lure, and bought it. And the rest is history. I just decided I wanted to do it. I don't know.
That's awesome.
And I kind of like learned on my own. I did take some classes there where, they showed you how to like, just get everything set up and that kind of thing. And I took some classes that were, it was like kind of old fashioned kind of place. Nothing wrong with that. It just wasn't my cup of tea. So I started kind of learning on my own. How about you, Steph?
That's cool. I actually, I started sewing when I was about 6. My grandma taught me how to sew. She was a garment sewer though. And she for years would, every time I came up to their house, have me sit down and sew something. But I will tell you that I did that until at least my early 20s. And I was told garbage at it. Garbage. Like I didn't want to sew at all. I was totally turned off by sewing because I thought that's all there was. And I think the first thing I made that wasn't clothing was a throw pillow when I was like a teenager. And I kind of liked that okay. But I honestly thought that all there was to sewing was clothing. And then my aunt is a quilter and she started showing me quilts that she was making. I guess I was probably late teens, early 20s, I guess. And at that time, I was like, oh, quilting is for old people.
Yep.
It's just so stupid because obviously it's not. But and the funny thing is that probably about that time, she was probably the age that I am now.
Right. Isn't that sad? You're thinking about that and going, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, quilting's for old people. And I'm like, wait a minute. Now that I think about that years later, I'm like, yeah, she was probably in her mid 40s like I am now. So it's just hilarious how people think at different ages in their life. But she made all these quilts and they were just gorgeous. I mean, she's going to be at the retreat too. So I'm super excited for you to meet her because she likes paper piecing and she's just done some gorgeous pieces. But I didn't really get the bug until probably my late 20s. I sewed my first quilt. I had not had a sewing machine for several years. And then when I moved into my first house, not like an apartment, my grandma was like, well, if you have a house, you have to have a sewing machine. And I was like, well, I guarantee you I'm not going to be sewing curtains or clothing or anything. And she's like, no, but you have to have a sewing machine. I was like, okay. So got a sewing machine. I had nieces and nephews. I was like, okay. So I was like, I'll try just making a quilt. So my first quilt was just like a charm pack quilt. and I got the bug from there, and I haven't stopped since. So yeah.
It took you a little bit of time, but you're here.
It took me a little bit of time, but I've been quilting now for well over 10 years. And I never took a class either. I kind of was self-taught. The only class I did take before I started long arming for customers, I did take a long arm class. To be honest though, other than getting some hints on how to set up things better on the rollers and stuff, the long arm teacher wasn't super nice. So that was a little disappointing. And she didn't really tell me anything new that I didn't already know, except for some hints on how to get things on the rollers better. So I guess it was helpful somewhat, but yeah, most of what I know is self-taught. So yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Christy's here. Hey, Christy.
Oh, hi, Christy.
Our Georgia sunshine.
Karen Cox said, us old people still love you. Hey, if I thought my aunt was old with back then, that I'm in the old category now, because she literally was the age that I am now. So I'm old people.
I know, isn't it funny?
I know, it's so funny, like how you think of things, different ages that you are. Because now, like back then, you know, when you're a teenager, you think anybody above 30 is like old. Right. And now I look at these teenagers driving and I'm like, you are way too young to be driving.
I know. Or it's like, I'll go to a doctor's office and like all of the, you know, the PAs and all these, they're all like, you can totally tell they're younger than me. And I'm going, oh my goodness, I'm surrounded by children. They're taking care of me.
Yeah. Isn't that funny? Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Because I do that now too, where I'm all like, oh, some little kid just took my order, or some little kid just yeah. They probably hate that we do that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know that you're starting to get older when they start you go from like when you go to check out and somebody, instead of calling you miss, they call you ma'am now. I'm like, oh.
Yes. But you know what? I'm so happy when they actually do call you ma'am, because I think that people don't teach their kids manners enough.
Yeah, no,
and that might maybe because I'm from the South, you know.
Definitely being respectful, but yeah, it's like, oh.
I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, so where are we here? I love hearing this. Are you talking about us talking about how old and young everybody is? Andrea Confrey is here. Hello, Andrea.
Oh, hi. She's from UK, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Barb says when she was a teenager and her parents were 40, she thought they were old, and now she's 61.
Emily said if you get a Husqvarna, it could be a motorcycle or a sewing machine.
I know. I saw that. That's
here's a story, and I don't know if Yvette wants me to tell us or not, but her husband bought a new motorcycle without telling her until recently. And she said to me, well, doesn't that mean I should get a sewing machine? And I'm like, yeah.
And I'll just come home with it. You know, hey, guess what I got?
You'll show it to him 3 weeks later and be like, oh, that's for me.
Yeah, I'll just keep covering it up. So oh gosh.
Oh, Denise is here. I know she had to work today because she popped on Christy's live last night and said she had to work, but thanks for popping in on your break and saying hey.
I'll obviously be a nap. You guys are going to have to excuse me, because once I start this yawning thing, ask Steph, it's going to take me a good 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was cutting fabric for my project boxes, and I was thinking to myself, okay, I need to go upstairs by X time because I got to put my face on and, you know, all this kind of stuff. Well, apparently it took me way longer than I thought to put my face on, because I come up here and I had an empty coffee cup, and I was going to tell Jim that we were going to be live from 5 till, you know, somewhere around 8 or something. And he goes, oh, so like 6 minutes. And I was like, no, not 6 minutes, at 5. He goes, yeah, that's in 6 minutes. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, probably thinks I'm standing her up. I had no idea what time it was. So then I get on with her and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have to take a break and go get some coffee a little bit later. I'm like, because I know I need the coffee for sure.
Well, you can go take a break and go get some if you like. We will
Oh my
patiently
goodness.
wait for you.
I know. And somebody just said to drink a full glass of water.
Oh,
I can try to do the best I can, but I don't know how many of y'all know, but I had a gastric bypass. So sometimes I can't drink like as much water as I'd like, but it's a lot better than it was because it's been like a good 12 years now. But
yeah.
anyway, I'm gonna go give that a shot. So like while my coffee's brewing, I'm gonna try to like chug
Drink
a
some
big
water.
glass of water.
There you go. There you
And
go.
let's see if it works. This will be our test. I'll be
There
right
you
back.
Yeah. Sherry Husqvarna could be a chainsaw too. Okay. I had a neighbor that had a riding lawnmower that was Husqvarna, and I was like, wait, what? When I saw it come by, I'm like, that's a sewing machine. So, oh, Pam just said she has a riding lawnmower that's a Husqvarna. Okay, see, Della. Hi everyone. Hi Della. Hi Teresa. Drinking Tim Hortons water. Oh. Oh, Donna, is that true? I've never heard that. Interesting. That could be a sign of dehydration, yawning. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well, I was gonna work. Oh, Shelly, you have a Husqvarna snowblower and lawnmower. Oh, cool. I was gonna work on my puzzle mystery quilt, but I guess I'm gonna work on this cozy up quilt because I can't find the color card and I can't tell from these pieces which one's which because the pieces are exactly the same. So kind of bummer, but it's somewhere in this sewing space, but I don't want to dig while I'm on camera with you guys. So I'll just work on this cozy up quilt instead. Guess I should get something done. Is anybody getting excited for Christmas this year? I usually don't even think about Christmas until we get close, at least closer to Thanksgiving. But for some reason, this year, like I've got the Christmas in me. And maybe it's because I did this quilt behind me, but I was telling the girls the other day, the girls meaning Yvette and Christy, that they shouldn't tell anybody, but I'm going to tell you guys today. I was listening to Christmas music already. I know that's kind of crazy, but I'm just really excited for Christmas this year. I think last year, because everything was still all locked down and everybody was still wearing masks, it just didn't seem as exciting. But for some reason this year, I've really got the spirit. So Lizette said, show of hands, anyone else lose their remote to the Roku TV? Lizette, that happens in our house all the time because there's children that do who knows what with them. Luckily, you can very easily get a replacement for those because we have.
I'm coming back. Y'all can stop talking about me.
Okay, I'll stop talking about you now.
Okay, we'll see if it worked. I drank as much as I could out of this at once.
Oh,
cool.
cool.
I thought I'll bring it with me.
Oh, Donna said she's standing outside. The rain has finally stopped. Good. Oh, it hasn't rained a whole lot today, just sprinkled here and there, but it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. I don't know. This whole week it's been raining. I'm so tired of it. And our grass is like crazy long. I think our front yard is like 8 inches long, but we can't cut it because it's so saturated that the mower would just get stuck.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Okay, let me see what's been going on.
But we are going to have to cut it somehow this week because it's supposed to snow on Friday.
Oh my goodness. You think it's really gonna though?
I think it's not going to stick because it said flurries early and then later in the day it's going to get in the 40s. So it's not going to stick, but
yeah. So Donna says it could be a sign of dehydration. That might be true, but I do try to combat that already. Like during the week, I'm really good at my day job, where I'll try to get as close to a gallon of water a day. And I just get like big bottles like this, and I try to drink 3 or 4 a day at least. So I'm good during the week, but on the weekends, it's much harder for me because it's like I'm constantly running around, and I'm either packing an order, or I'm cutting fabric for a project box, or, you know, there's just a million things going on, and I just am not as good about it on the weekends for some reason. Let's see.
April Lynn is here. She said, I've missed more lives than I care to admit. Great to see you guys. Well, I'm glad you came to see us.
I'm very happy you're here too. Did you say Laurel Chambers from Hawaii?
Yes.
She's here. And sorry, I just saw her.
No, that's okay.
Let's see. Blee, 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 blee. Yeah, you know what? It's been raining here a lot too. We've had a couple nor'easters come through like in the same week. The one that's going on today is not as windy and rainy as the one we had during the week, but it's still raining. And to be honest, we hadn't really had a ton of rain. So I was kind of liking it because I was kind of in a funk anyway. And so it like kind of matched my mood.
Well, we had that nor'easter, that first one first, so I blew it your direction.
Yeah, there you go.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
That was great. Debbie says she's ready for Christmas. Me too. Me too.
Yes.
Like once you have Halloween, then I'm just ready for Christmas. I'm not huge on Thanksgiving. I mean, I like all the holidays. Don't get me wrong. If I'm going to get a day off, yay, right? But but I'm definitely ready for Christmas. Although I do want it to take some time to get there because I don't want to like wish my life away.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I love all the holidays.
Yeah, I was telling them while you're gone that I was already listening to some Christmas music. I don't know, like last year was so sad that I feel I'm in like a better Christmassy mood this year.
Yeah, I agree. I love Christmas music too. I haven't started listening to it yet, but it's not because of any reason other than I just haven't had time to listen to pretty much anything lately.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Donna said she started Christmas shopping. She's afraid the stuff she needs or wants will be floating in the Pacific. I have started too, and I already have something for some of my gals.
You know what? I haven't even started thinking about it. And I've got, you know, way too many nieces and nephews to think about. And yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Andrea said she is from England and she's pleased to say she made her first quilt. Did you see that?
Oh, awesome. No, I didn't see that. Yay,
Oh,
congratulations.
Catherine says, Yvette, did you see my question about your box? No, I didn't see it. Did you highlight my name? Because I'll scroll back. Let me try to scroll back and see if I see my name next to Catherine. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Oh, I see it now. Okay. With your boxes, can international people participate? Yes, absolutely. I will ship international. Just let you know, it might be expensive because this last one weighed 4 pounds. So and I know that definitely with international, it goes by weight no matter what. So you're absolutely welcome to buy. You know, your postage just might be a little crazy. So if you don't mind doing that, then absolutely. I'll let anyone buy the box. And I know that, you know, because I get so many people who are like, you know, I don't care if it takes 2 weeks to get to me. Can you send it the cheapest way possible? Well, the thing is, the post office is the one who sets the rules about the shipping. So anything that is over a pound has to go priority. They will not let us put that through as first class mail. Right. So we have no control over that at all. So, and fabric is heavy. So, I mean, all you have to do is buy like more than a yard of fabric and you're already there. So it's just crazy, depending on what you get, you know.
Yeah.
So I just want to kind of try to clear that up a little bit. Those kinds of things are totally out of our control. So there you go on that. Teresa Louise wants to know what UFOs we are working on.
Okay.
Did you answer that already? Because I'm
No,
still scrolling. Okay.
I was gonna work on my Cotton Cuts puzzle mystery quilt, but I can't find my color card and I have no idea which color is which in this pack. So
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do that later. So I'm working on,
There you
I
go.
went back to working on this cozy up quilt.
And I'm working on putting my fabric charts together on my Judy Niemeyer quilt. So that's what I'm doing sort of right now, except I'm kind of just talking to y'all. So Catherine, you are not invisible. I just missed it. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. It's totally there, and I totally was like blind. Will y'all stop fighting? For goodness sakes.
The other thing too, if you guys wouldn't mind, if you're asking Yvette and I a question directly, put either at the Yvette Renee or at Stephanie Stitches where it highlights our name, because then we can see it right away. If you don't do that, there's so many comments going so quickly that we won't see it.
Yeah, she
don't want you
totally
to feel
did
like
that.
you're not being seen.
She totally did that. It's my fault. I missed it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did it.
Okay.
It's totally my fault. I really am. I apologize. I missed it somehow. I don't know. Maybe
well, they were going pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of because I see them.
Susan said she's sewing pillowcases. Awesome. I like Shelly's. She said, I'm making Christmas gifts. They get what they get. Good for you.
There you go, girl. And if you complain, the next year you get nothing.
Oh, the purple wall K is here. She said, I like Thanksgiving because it's one of the times I get to be with my daughter. Yay.
Okay, so Catherine wants me to define expensive. You know what? I don't know. It depends on the country it's going to. It depends on how much weight. It depends on, I mean, I have no idea. So,
and also there's some countries right now, guys, that we can't even ship to.
Yeah, that happens a bit. So if you go and you put the box in your cart and then go to check out, you will get to the point where it tells you what the shipping is before you commit. So if it's too much, then you can just take it out of your cart and then you're done. Yeah. But that's how you're going to know exactly what you're going to have to pay. Let's see. Marla says, Yvette, is the winter box I signed up for a subscription? No, ma'am. I don't have any subscription boxes. Basically, you can make the decision each time whether you would like to buy the box or not. And Steph and I kind of both say the same thing, where we don't want it to be a subscription because the things that we're going to design can vary in size, can vary in the type of things that we're going to include in the box, such as the notions, the fabric, that kind of thing. Sometimes, depending on how large or small the project is, we'll be able to give you everything you need to make the entire project. And you'll see that for the Christmas one that I'm doing this year, right now, you are actually going to get everything you need to make the entire quilt. So you'll get fabric for the front, the back, the binding, and you're also going to get the batting.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think you'll be pleased. And Stephanie is doing a really great one, and hers isn't Christmas, hers is more like winter. So you'll be able to use it the whole season, which is really great. And let's see. Jennifer is making Christmas table runners. That sounds great. That sounds like a great idea, actually, especially when you're giving them to people who don't sew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Natalie is here. I haven't seen Natalie in like forever. She says, you two look great.
Aw. She's always so sweet.
Miss Patty Cat Lady says hello. Hi, Patty Cat Lady.
Hi.
I love that.
We are cat people too. Glad
Ann
to have you
Hunt
here.
says, Yvette, what's the difference between paper piecing and foundation piecing? So, typically when people say paper piecing, they're talking about foundation paper piecing. There's two different kinds of paper piecing though. So you can either have foundation paper piecing, which is when the pattern is on paper and then you sew your fabric directly onto the paper to make the design. And then there's also English paper piecing. English paper piecing is when you get different shapes. Usually it's a hexie though, different shapes of paper, and then you put the fabric around it and kind of sew it down a little bit, or you can use like a temporary glue, and then you sew those all together. So if you go in and you type in to Google like foundation paper piecing, you'll see what comes up. And then if you type in English paper piecing, then you'll see what comes up. They're very, very different from each other. English paper piecing is mostly hand piecing. It's hand sewing, and foundation paper piecing is machine sewing. So that's another difference between them.
Yeah.
Uh,
Nita said she's sewing a baby quilt. That's fun.
yes, she is.
We did prairie girl outfit for my 11-year-old granddaughter for Halloween. Aw.
Elisa's here.
Hi
and
there.
she's from Canada.
Awesome.
And Nancy is once again reminding everyone to give us a thumbs up.
Aw, thank you, Nancy.
Del Marie is here. You probably came on, I wasn't here, or I missed you somehow. Hi, Del Marie. Linda Lovely says she's using her leftovers from my first box to make a pillow using Jen Kingwell's postcard pattern number 2. Awesome. Linda Parsons is working on the first 2 projects from Piecing It Real. She's making a mug rug from them. That's an excellent idea.
Awesome.
Okay, so Catherine is in Greenland and she says Greenland isn't on the no ship list.
Yeah, no, I think
good.
it's just Australia, New Zealand, and some of the countries in the Middle East.
Yeah, I think it's those who are kind of having spikes in the bid, and they don't want to exacerbate that. Okay. Did I miss anybody else?
Oh, okay. Miss Patty Cat Lady is formerly Patty Monstrex 65. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You just switched it up on us a little bit.
Teresa says, are you long in as you on YouTube? Because your name does not come up to be able to highlight. Well, that's really odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in on my YouTube. I mean, I see my little face. I'm trying to do a better job of checking everything. So I apologize to everyone. I am definitely not perfect. I would never say that.
Oh, Karen Cox said getting ready to make an FPP called A Little Bit Shorter Tall Tree by Cindy Edgerton, making 2 for my new French doors. Awesome.
Oh, cool. I have to go look at that.
I could not do paper piecing. The FPP is fine, but I don't think I could do EPP. I don't want to hand sew.
No, me neither. It's not my cup of tea either. Catherine says she's working on 4 different puzzle mystery quilts. She's also working on the RWB block swap. She's putting sashing on them. And then she has one more Christmas ornament to make for that swap too.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Look, Christy's back and she's also saying, give Stephanie Stitches a thumbs up.
Aw, thanks, Christy.
Okay,
You guys should
I
make
think
sure
I'm
you
caught
subscribe
up.
to Christy too. She's got a fun channel.
Oh, Scrunchian says, Yvette, don't include a 5-pound block of Rice Krispie treat in your next box. Save on shipping. But that's almost the best part. I don't know. It's giving you enough energy to work through it.
That was a good Rice Krispie treat. I got one bite of it and my daughter stole the rest, but it was delicious.
Okay. You know what I was going to ask you guys? Hold on. Because I have like, because I've been like out of town forever and a day, I have like 100,000 boxes to open.
Oh,
And let me see. I don't think that one's one. Nope, that's not one.
awesome. Lizette is adding borders to a baby quilt and then gonna quilt it.
I don't even know what most of this is. Oh, this is something from Stephanie Stitches. Probably something that came while I wasn't here. What's this? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that on camera. Oh my goodness, guys. If y'all saw this, y'all would just flip.
You can open the Stephanie Stitches one.
Okay, I don't know what it is. Because I got two from you. There's another one from you downstairs.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I could have sworn I had a Liberty League up here. What is this? It's already open now. I think it's down-
Celie said, Yvette, that was a joke. Please send treats.
Don't you worry. I would send you treats anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you're all gonna get treats. You're gonna get treats from me and from her. So,
Oh, believe me. There's no quilting without treats.
right.
All right, so this is a Stephanie Stitches box. Well, bag. I call everything a box. And I have so much stuff that has come in like while I was gone. Oh my goodness. Like it's downstairs. I need to bring it up here. And tomorrow I might have like this big marathon day of making videos.
Opening party.
Opening
Yeah.
everything. Yes. Because it's like I have to get all of the boxes and everything out of the house. Jim's going crazy. Oh, this is the pineapple pop. Do you have any of those left in your shop?
Yes.
Yes, you guys, she still has these left.
I saw a few. Yeah. I can't wait
This
to
is the pattern. Hold on, let me open the Zoom so I can see what I'm doing. Where is it? It's not letting me show. Oh, this is it. Okay. So there it is. I'm trying not to get too much of the glare. Now that's the pattern, but y'all wait till y'all see the fabric. It is adorable. And I think we both have this fabric. So if you need anything extra, like for the backing or whatnot, of course, I don't have any yardage of it. Anyway, it's super cute. So there's the pattern. And then here's one of the fabrics. And there's one. And then we have this cute little like green one.
I love those elephants.
Oh my gosh. Listen, when we saw this fabric first come out, we was both like totally in love with it.
Love it.
This is like this, it's kind of a yellowish orange.
Yeah.
Really cute in person. The camera's acting a little funny with it, but it's really cute. And then we have this one. Which is the same as that first one, but this is kind of like a green. Sammy. Come see, baby. I know, mommy's in here. I know. Come over here. You're okay.
Hi, Mary and Sharon.
And then here's that yellowish orange again with the little sunshines on them. Oh my goodness, I love it. Love it. And then we've got a green with the little sunshines on it. Come on, camera. Here it went.
Del Marie, the line is called Jungle Paradise by Stacy Itsu.
And this
Those
is like
frogs.
got some leaves and some little frogs on it.
So cute.
And this is a lighter green with darker frogs. It's the same pattern, basically. Just a different colorway. Oh my goodness, look at this this like leopard print in
Yeah,
the greens. Oh my
I love
gosh.
it.
So cute. And then here's that. This is a deeper orange. It's really nice. And look at that little design on there. I love that.
I love how saturated that one is.
Oh my goodness. Y'all know me in the saturated color. So, and the background is a tone on tone. Trying to see if you can see that.
Yep, I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically just those little white sunshines. Okay, so that's that's everything you get, and you get a lot of fabric, and this pattern is so super cute. Oh my goodness, finished size is 62 inches by 84 inches.
Good size. Yep.
Skill level advanced beginner. It looks like a pretty simple pattern, and all of those lovely colors. If you love color as much as me, you're gonna love this. Oh my goodness, I've got to find a time to make this, honestly, because it's just so cute. I love this fabric so much. I remember, oh my goodness, Stephanie and I, when we get together and start looking at the new fabrics that come out, we're like, sorry, I got a frog. See what I did there?
One of them jumped in your throat.
We just go crazy. We go crazy. And it's like, it's a good thing there's the two of us, because if we do want to buy stuff, you can like split it up. So like she gets some stuff and I get some stuff, so that we don't have to both buy everything.
Yeah.
Because that would be expensive. But I would totally love to make this. I need to. And even knowing that I lack time, I still have to get the kits. I've had people ask me this before, because when I was doing mainly unboxings, I would have like all of these things that would come in with all these projects. And then I would also buy, like, there are so many times when I buy kits, or I used to buy kits, like from Sweetwater. And because they would have these gorgeous quilts, and I knew that I wasn't going to have the time to like make it right away. But think about it, like when Moda puts fabric out, you get like one go at it, and unless it didn't sell, you're never going to get that chance again. So, and Sweetwater is Moda, so it's like, if I didn't buy the pattern and the quilt and the kit and everything, then I'd never get to make it, like, period. So if it's something that I really love, I'll just go ahead and I'll get the kit and I put it away in a nice little box that I get at Joann's. And someday I will be able to make that quilt.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the reason why I buy kits, even when right now I know I don't have the time to make them, but someday I will.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you have to, when it's, because the fabric goes. So
yeah. It's so true.
Teresa, this quilt behind me is the figgy pudding quilt, the figgy pudding pattern from Lella Boutique, and this is her Christmas morning fabric. So thank you. I love it too. Somebody asked if it was a kit, that pineapple, and if I curated it. It wasn't a kit from the manufacturer. I put it together myself. So they sold the patterns. So I took the patterns and bought all the yardage to make the kit myself. So yes, it's a kit in my shop.
Yep.
The pattern looks like jars. No, they're pineapples.
They're pineapples. I'm sorry. Let me get a little bit closer. Let me take it out of the plastic, because it's making a glare. That's hard too.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you up close. So it's little pineapples, and it's like, look how simple that is to put together. It's just like,
Yeah.
strips.
Yep.
And and the colors on there, like, well, you saw the fabrics, they are just so gorgeous. So there it is.
Mary asked if you could use a layer cake for that quilt. Probably not, because you need more of each color than a layer cake would give you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty big quilt. It's 62 by 84. You're just in the tone on tone white alone, you need 3 yards. So
Yeah.
I mean, unless you don't want it to look like this. If you want yours to look really fussy and really, like just thrown together with scraps, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, then you could make it work.
Yeah, you probably could make it work, but I think you'd probably need 2 layer cakes because it's so big.
Yeah. I don't think that, and well, let me see. Check something else out in here.
Oh, the quilt behind me. No, you can't use layer cakes for this either, because some of the pieces you had to cut out were larger, like these squares were larger, and then you had to cut them apart, but the pieces that you needed, they had to, I forget what size. I think they had to come from like a 1/4 yard to make it work. So at least fat quarters. So, but it only needed 10 fat quarters. So if you have 10 fat quarters of something, you don't have to buy a whole fat quarter bundle. You can just get 10 fat quarters.
Okay, it looks like you couldn't really use a layer cake on this either, because the pineapples are 10.5 inches. So I mean, unless you want to make your quilt a little smaller. I don't know. I mean, if you're good at fudging all that stuff and making it all work, then you could do that. But if you are not, which some people, if they're like brand new quilters, you probably wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
At least you wouldn't be comfortable doing it, put it that way, because I know when I was a beginning quilter, that would have freaked me out.
Yeah.
But you can always modify these things if you're comfortable with that and make it work.
Sure. Or even for like this quilt behind me, these are big 18-inch blocks. So you need, like I said, a fat quarter of each one. And then you had to have a fat quarter for the posts. But if you've been quilting a long time and you're comfortable with shrinking the blocks, you could probably get away with a layer cake.
Okie dokie. That's what I got from Steph.
Jennifer Marcelo said she's
another one downstairs.
Huh?
So then I have another one downstairs.
I think the one downstairs is probably your stitch pink.
Oh yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Which just started for anybody that's doing the stitch pink. I think they've done 2 videos so far. So it's a fairly accelerated program now because it was so late because of all the shipping delays. I think it was supposed to be like 1 video a week for like 5 weeks, but they're like jamming all the videos into 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah,
I know. Well, October is the month and it's done. So
it is, and it's done, which kind of stinks, but they couldn't help all the delays with the fabric. So
exactly. And you know what? Better late than never. It's the thought, it's the, the process of it, and it still means a lot. So
and the videos are going to be up there. So if you guys did get the stitch pink, like I'm not doing it yet. I just don't have time, especially with the schedule they have. I can't do,
I know.
Each one is several blocks. Like she shows like, I think 2 blocks per video, but you have to make several of each. And then she was oh, you'll have plenty of time to get them done for next week. Of course, that the videos were made before it was delayed. So it's really only like 3 days in between. I'm like, there's no way.
So
I'm going to go back later.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds lovely.
Yeah. I'm definitely
have
gonna make
like
it,
no
but I'm gonna go
job.
back later and do it. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Nancy, I put that kit together. Yep. I kit things that for us because a couple of people have asked now if I've put the kits together. I kit things that the manufacturer does not. Like they sell pre-done kits, which I sell too sometimes if I like the kits. But if there's another pattern in the fabric line, when it's time to order, like this figgy pudding pattern, I loved this. I loved the look of the blocks. So when I saw that, I was like, yeah, I want that one. So I kitted this one. And the same thing with the pineapple one that Yvette just showed you with the Jungle Paradise fabric. They had a kit and it was it the elephants that was the kit, Yvette?
Yes.
Yeah, and the elephants were super cute. But I really love these pineapples. And I was like, I really want that and I want to kit that. So I kitted that too.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that actually the pineapple one looks like it's going to come together a lot quicker as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's another thing that you kind of sometimes think about whenever you're doing kits.
Yep.
Because sometimes it's not always the cutest quilt that they actually kit up. So,
yeah,
you know.
exactly. Yep.
All right, let's see. I'm back in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so people are talking about what they're working on. Anne Marie says she's working on her X's and O's quilt top with Lori
Awesome.
Holt stitch fabric. Lizette is adding borders to a baby quilt, and she's going to sandwich and quilt.
Cool.
Debbie Dunn is working on a pieced border for a 3D bow tie quilt. Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Sherry wants to know if the Rice Krispie treat was really that heavy.
Kind of big.
I don't know. It was pretty big. Okay, Teresa Louise says, on a laptop, you can select from a list as you type and your name is not on the list. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. And I am on YouTube as the Yvette Renee. So, dude, I have no idea. And look, at the Yvette Renee did come up. I mean, you probably had to type it in and just pray, but it did work.
Yeah. Because people have tagged you, so.
Oh, okay. So look, I've just read Scrunchians, and that's the comment that you read. So I'm obviously behind the times. Let me keep going a little bit further.
It's okay.
It's
all good.
It's all good. Mary Baldassin is here. She says hello, joining very late West Coast time. LOL.
Hey, Mary.
Let's see. And I'm seeing comments that I have no idea what they're talking about. So I am kind of skipping them just because I don't know what y'all are talking about. And that's cool beans. It's not a big deal. Y'all can talk amongst yourselves. But I don't know what they're talking about. So I'm not bringing them up.
Yeah.
Sharon Thompson says, hello, Stephanie and Yvette.
Yay.
Okay, so Del Marie said, what's the line? So I know you answered that already. So I'm going to skip that.
Yeah.
Donna says orange is her new love. You know what? Orange can be, if it's done right, it's gorgeous. I mean, and it had never been like one of my favorite colors before, but oh my goodness, it's like they're coming out with these gorgeous colors.
Yeah,
I agree with you. A new love. Sharon Thompson says she's finally starting to feel human again. She even sewed for a little bit yesterday.
Oh, good.
Natalie said, did everyone see pictures for the quilt show? The quilts are amazing. Which quilt show? Are you talking about
Quilt Festival?
Quilt Festival?
Maybe.
I haven't really seen a whole bunch of them, so I'd have to go and check that out. Oh, Nancy Quinn is here. I haven't seen her in 4,000 years.
Oh, hi, Nancy.
I mean, it could be that she comes on Wednesday and I never get to look at my chat, so I don't know. Sorry, I had to go help my husband. What is that Yvette has? Were you talking about the pineapple quilt that we, so Stephanie put that together. It's in her shop if you'd like to buy the kit. And the pattern, you'll get the pattern, and then you'll get all of the fabric, which she cut for the kit. And the fabric line is Jungle Paradise by Stacy SU. And so that's what we had out. Oops. Teresa Louise says, Yvette, have you seen the pattern that looks like those old milk cans? I have not. I have not seen that. I'm gonna have to try to look that up. Old milk cans. I like stuff like that, so I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Jennifer is playing Bob and Chicken.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. I was playing Bob and Chicken at my Judy Niemeyer class, totally lost. And when I said that in class, everybody was like, what is that? I was like, okay, how long have you guys been sewing? Because you really have never heard of Bob and Chicken before.
Right?
Really?
What's with these people?
I know, right? They've been living under a rock. Heather says she's folding clothes. Yeah, that's not fun. That's not fun. Sherry says she's working on some blocks that she's testing for an awesome designer. I'll pay you later. Love you.
Who could that be?
Yeah. Let's see. Pam's working on Christmas kitchen hanging towels for gifts. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Patty is sewing together some blocks to complete a quilt top, Moda-free pattern, and a loved one's shirts for a friendly coworker. Oh, that's nice.
That's real nice.
Netta says they're heading back home now and she can chat more. Excellent. Barb says, does anyone know if the Moda Stitch Pink quilt for 2021 is a free pattern?
It is not. You have to, you don't have to buy the fabric kit if you don't want, but you have to buy the pattern. I do have some just patterns if you would like one, Barb, so email me.
And Del Marie says, OMG, a quilt with old milk cans and sassy cows. Sounds like a cute design.
That sounds adorable. Yeah, that sounds adorable.
Oh, Teresa Louise's back is hurting. Sweetie, take care of yourself. Just, there you go. Take a break.
Oh, Mary Baldazin said, I just received the grunge mystery package from Stephanie. It is phenomenal. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Nanny Mae Minor. I don't know who that is. Nanny Mae Minor. I've never seen your name before. That's so super cute. She says she thinks Lori Holt did milk can.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
I would totally see Lori Holt doing that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I got to get a piece of, oh, there it is.
Denise said, Sew Patch said, are your mystery boxes full yards, half yards, or half yards of fabric? Denise, most of them, I'm trying to give you like yard cuts so you have enough to work with, but if I'm like to the end of the bolt, you may get an end of a bolt piece that would be a little less than a yard. But if you do, then I give you a little more on another color. So.
Okie dokie. So I'm just curious, because with my mystery boxes, I put a variety of different kinds of cuts inside. And do you guys have like a preference of what you prefer if you're getting in a mystery box? Just curious, just wondering how people feel about buying mystery boxes out there.
Yeah.
I figure it's a good thing to know. Lori Fayer says, I just came on. I've been quilting my baby quilt. It looks like a toddler did the quilting. I'm sure it doesn't, Lori. Come on.
You're being hard on yourself, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. It's probably lovely. We're all too hard on ourselves.
Yes, we are.
Tina says, I'm working on Fur Good Measure, the Fort Worth Fabric Studio mystery quilt from 2 years ago. Yeah.
Nice.
I have the top done, but finally have it sandwiched and I'm doing my own quilting. Good for you.
Cool. They're coming out with a new mystery quilt for Christmas.
Excellent.
Yeah, I just saw that
They're
notice
so
yesterday.
good at those. I love their
They are. Their
their
quilts are
quilts.
always so nice. I always
Yeah.
look at them and go, man, I wish I had the time.
Nanny Mae Miner says, yes, I'm relatively new here and to quilting. I came over from Sobeka.
Oh,
Excellent.
great.
Welcome.
Glad to have you.
Donna Reno says she's there for mystery grunge.
Yeah.
And Shelly says she'll test patterns too. Excellent. That's good to know. Is that Shelly Stewart? Just making sure.
Yeah, Shelly Stewart. Yep.
Let's see.
If there's any
Tina-
traditional piecers out there that would like to be a pattern tester, let me know, because I've got a pattern that needs to be tested and I need somebody that can help me because I don't have time to sew it all myself.
That's where I'm at, because believe me, I would love to. It's like we totally want to make our own stuff, but just trying to find the time, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
There's so much stuff to do other than that.
Oh, Pam, thank you. Pam said, it's so much fun spending time with you two today. I'm glad.
Oh, glad you're
for
happy to be
coming.
here, because we're happy to spend the time with you. Okay, Lizette says she prefers fat quarters or larger. And I saw up above, Netta says she likes half yards and yards.
Okay.
Netta says that she'll test for you.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And Donna Reno also says she'll volunteer.
Oh.
Denise Sopatch 33 says she likes both yardage and scraps. Diane Constance said she would be interested in doing some pattern testing. So you guys send Stephanie an email. I'm going to put her email address right here. If I can type, there we go. Oops.
Oh, awesome, Mary Jane. Thank you. That'd be great. And now mine are all traditional piecing, just so you guys know. But I've got 3 or 4 patterns that I need tested because I need to get them published. So.
Okay, so it's stephanies.stitches@yahoo.com. I'm just going to type this in a few times so that you can see it.
Oh, Kay's working on the Fort Worth quilt too. She just sewed the medallion in the middle. The medallion is so pretty.
I haven't even seen what the darn quilt looks like. I need to go and look.
Yeah,
because I've heard some other people say something about the medallion, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's like a center star medallion, and then around it was like a bunch of houses. It's real cute, but I would never have time to do it. But yeah, that was the autumn one that just finished.
Carol is asking if there's a really good pair of scissors to cut applique pieces that are very detailed. So Carol, I'd be the first one to say that applique is not like something I do a lot, but here, I'm going to show you some scissors. These are Kai scissors. I think they are. Yeah. And let me get back to the Zoom so I can see what you're seeing. Oh, and of course I do that every time. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. And they are very, very sharp. So you'll be able to get right to the point. And don't worry, this does come with like a little sheath to put on it so that when you're not using them, people won't come and poke themselves or anything like that. But these are great scissors. Any kind of Kai scissors, you're going to just absolutely love. And they're tiny, right? So they're like little snips. And they're just wonderful. I really think that you would like these. So go look for Kai scissors. I'm telling you, they're not the cheapest that you're going to find, but they're excellent scissors. So that's my recommendation. Do you have anything to say about that, Steph?
I think mine are over by the long arm. I've got a little pair of scissors, little snips. They're by Tim Holtz. And
well, that's what these are. Maybe these are the ones you gave me. I thought these were Kai. But this must be the ones that Steph
those are the Tim Holtz I gave you. Yep.
Yes.
Those aren't Kai. Those are Tim Holtz scissors, and they are serrated so your fabric doesn't slip when you're cutting, and they're so sharp. I absolutely love them.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
The camera's going, I don't like it. Anyway, these are the ones that I got from Steph, now that I think about it. So these are amaze balls. Ever since she gave them to me, they have been a staple right here on my, so for really any kind of tiny cutting, amazing. So I can only imagine these would be like perfect for applique.
Yeah.
And I just love snips. So like, cause like I got this pair. Which
Debbie
are
said
really
Karen
cute.
K. Buckley has good scissors too. Debbie, these are actually identical to the Karen K. Buckley scissors, but they're just colored differently, and they have Tim Holt's name on them, who's a designer. So yeah, they're exactly the same though. Teresa said she has those scissors and she loves them too.
Yay.
So, yeah, they're good. They're good scissors.
Okay, so I'm gonna put in her email address another few times. If you guys are interested in pattern testing, just shoot her an email.
Yeah, that'd be great. I could use a few because I've got a lot of things that I need to get going on.
Oh, Teresa Louise is saying she would test for me too.
Cool. I have them, but mine aren't serrated. Yeah, there's some that are serrated and some that aren't. Although any of the Tim Holtz ones I love, they're all sharp. I've got that little pair that I gave to Vet, and I've got a bigger pair that are not serrated, and they're both super sharp.
Yep. You're welcome, Carol.
Teresa said they work great for her art quilt. Yeah.
Dora Seal says she made it.
Yay! Hi, Dora.
To hear? Hi. Tina says she loves my purple nails. Do you see the Halloween part? Hold on, I gotta make sure that everybody sees the, because if you get your nails done, you might as well like get everybody to see them all.
To show
so
them.
It's like they're mainly purple, and then you got, how am I gonna make? Come on now. And then you got like the little orange Frankenstein kind of guy. Anyways, I was all excited about it.
And didn't you say the orange one is like glow in the dark or something?
Yeah, so like it's a
That's cool.
French, it's sort of like a French manicure on this one, and the French part, the white part or whatever, is glow in the dark. So I can put like little fine teeth right there if it's dark. Y'all, it don't take much to make me happy, I have to say. Okay, so Stephanie went and typed it in. There you go.
Yeah.
Really? It's not showing up because I typed it in there like 1,000 times. Do you see it, Steph?
I really honestly wasn't looking.
Oh, okay.
Let me go back and look.
It's fine. As long as she saw it from you, that's fine. I just was like, I typed it in there, or I, pasted it in there like 15, 20 times. I was thinking I was going to annoy the poopy out of everybody.
Oh.
Thanks,
well, I can watch the chat so you can start cutting your stuff there. You haven't done anything yet.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have. Look, I've been doing my swatches.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see you
not the whole time. I did show your kit, and I did go make some coffee.
Yeah. Well, coffee is essential to any of this.
I'm sorry, but I had to go get the coffee.
Yeah.
There was no doubt about that one.
It was funny because right before we started, Sarah came down. She's like, "Mom, did you need anything?" I'm like, "Coffee would be great."
Exactly. You're lucky you have her. She's such a sweetheart. I would never have anybody come and ask me if they could make me a coffee, like ever.
She's my girl. I love her to pieces.
She's a good one.
there's days when her teenage little monster head comes
Oh,
out.
I'm sure.
And I'm like, oh, you're making me crazy. But then there's other days where she's so sweet that I'm like, okay, that makes up for all that.
Okay, so apparently Stephanie has blocked me because no I'm kidding. Everyone's saying that they can't see any of my posts, anything that I topped. Oh, look, Donna said, Yvette, you stopped yawning. I sure did. What? I have to start choking down the water from now on. Oh gosh. Oh well, it's okay. If we need to type anything, we'll make Stephanie type it.
Yeah, I'll type it. It's fine.
Yeah, because I don't know why you guys aren't seeing my posts, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Not a big deal.
We'll figure it out later. I got to figure out some tech stuff because the one that I had all set up, I was like proud of myself. So I was like, I had my newsletter link, I had my shop link, I had your shop link, I had my email.
Oh well.
I was like, yeah, I got this all taken care of ahead of time.
I know. You know what? I know exactly what you're saying though, because like that was why I never would like send out or I would never do the scheduling because I could never go back to it. But I have to say, since I've been using Ecamm, I can set it up and it goes there and it uses it. So I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Maybe it's a Zoom thing. I have no idea because that's where I had the issue too.
Yeah, well, it did it last time. So I think maybe I just didn't follow the directions correctly and set it I don't know.
Hey, who knows?
I'll figure it out.
I know. I don't know either. Okay.
Coffee, nectar of the gods, Dora said. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I feel like what was the name of the Kool-Aid guy? Did he have a name?
Oh yeah.
Or was he just a Kool-Aid guy?
I forgot about him.
Oh yeah.
He's so cute.
I know.
I can't remember the name of him.
We had the best stuff in the 80s, right?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I have to tell you about this that I saw the other day. Okay, so you guys know my daughter's in dance, and this whole week at her dance school, the teachers had the kids dress up in Halloween costumes. I am a child of the 80s, totally. 80s music, 80s movies, love them. And I always loved in the Ghostbusters movie, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He was so cute, right?
Right.
Yeah. And
not scary at all.
There was a kid in one of her classes that was totally dressed in a Stay Puft from head to toe. I didn't even know which kid it was. You couldn't see the kid inside there in this Stay Puft costume. It was the cutest thing.
Oh my goodness. I would have flipped out. You should have taken pictures.
Well, yeah, we're not really allowed to do that of other people's kids, but yeah.
You can ask them and then they can say yes or no. I guess they could say no.
That's true. But it was so cute. I was like, oh my goodness.
That's okay. I can use my imagination.
Yeah, it was adorable.
Wonder if his mom influenced him on that, or his dad, or maybe he watches, Ghostbusters, which there's definitely nothing wrong with that.
Donna said, I just bought a Christmas gift. Awesome.
Oh,
the Kool-Aid. Sherry said the Kool-Aid Man. Did he have a name other than just the Kool-Aid Man? I'm not sure.
I don't know either. I mean, I know there was Tony the Tiger for like Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't remember one. So maybe he didn't have one.
Donna Reno said Frankie de Kool-Aid. Okay.
I'll go with that one.
Okay, Christy's back and she said, what? There's a pineapple quilt?
Yes. Hold on.
Yes, girl. The pattern. We're gonna have to turn her into a quilter yet.
I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me go back to the Zoom again because I can't see what I'm putting up there.
Yeah.
And there it is. Boop. That's the pineapple quilt.
Let's see. Nanny May said, Stephanie Stitches and Yvette, where are you both located? I'm up in Maine in the northeast of the USA. I am in Ohio.
I'm in Connecticut.
So we're not super far from you.
I'm
His
closer.
name was Macy said his name was Kool-Aid Man. Okay.
Okay. I figured it was just like that because I don't remember a name. You'd think we would remember that because, you know, we are children of the 80s.
Well, maybe tomorrow when the kids go trick-or-treating, I'm going to pass out candy. Maybe there'll be a kid dressed up in that Stay Puft costume and I can take a picture.
That would be awesome.
That would be totally awesome. I guess with the new Ghostbusters movie coming out, that costume's like kind of a big thing this year.
Yeah, maybe. But I didn't think that they had like remade Ghostbusters verbatim. I thought it was like a new storyline kind of thing, but I could be wrong because
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen any of the stuff about it. So.
Heather said next time get your daughter to pose with the kid and then it's not a thing.
There you go.
And Pam says, no, it's K. Sorry, K, the purple wall. He didn't have a name because the kids would always just yell, "Hey, Kool-Aid," and then he'd go, "Oh yeah."
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. Yeah. Oh, Christy said you may have just convinced me. I need to learn to quilt just to make that quilt.
Brenda Hogan says, "Hello, I'm late."
Hey.
You know, the first thing to do is admit that you have a problem. Oh, you're fine. We're just doing UFOs, Brenda. We're not doing anything real special. We're having nice conversations, but you
actually
really
turn more into a chat than too much working, but that's okay. That's fun too.
We are doing a lot of chatting.
We are.
But what I'm doing here doesn't require a whole lot of attention. I just, putting little swatches on my paper. And I don't really have
to Jim Bennett said his town had Halloween on Friday. Okay. Yep, we're having it tomorrow night at an actual Halloween. So
I think that we're having it tomorrow as well, but I haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention to if there are any rules that they're having or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Do you get a lot of kids in your neighborhood?
We used to before COVID, but now it's like we still do get kids, but definitely not as much. Like last year, because I know last year it was, they wanted everyone to just keep their distance from each other. So we put like a big table outside and we actually made baskets so that people wouldn't have to dig their hand in a bowl together.
Oh, okay.
So we, in each little bucket, we put like stuffed animals and some candy and little toys that kids like to play with, like little bouncing balls and stuff like that. Because I also participate in the teal pumpkin. So for kids who are allergic, you can just come and get like toys and stuff instead of candy.
Yeah.
So anyway, we did that and we set them out on the table, like, a good 2 feet apart or something like that. And we would just replenish them as people took them. And I want to say that we probably only had like 12 kids maybe. So,
wow.
Yeah, so we didn't get like a huge turnout, but we did get people come. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm interested to see like how many we get this year because last year we still had probably 200 kids come by.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we never get that many. We don't get that many.
Well, we live in that neighborhood full of kids. You've seen our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you guys. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Cherry says Donna is right. I just Googled it. His name was officially Frankie de Kool-Aid.
Oh.
But he was more commonly known as the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh, yeah.
Brenda says, hold one up, Steph. Let me see, please.
Hold one.
I don't know. What are you doing?
What I'm doing?
I guess.
I haven't gotten too far yet. All right. So they're asking me what I'm working on. I've switched gears like 500 times. I was going to work on my puzzle mystery quilt, but I can't find my color card. So don't know which pieces are which. So then I was working on putting these stars together.
Oh, right.
my cozy up quilt. I finished all the stars now. They're all ironed. Now I just have to put the, they'll end up looking, for anybody that didn't see earlier, they'll end up looking like this. So I have to put these patches around the stars.
Gosh, I love that so much. What is that fabric collection?
That's Cozy Up by Corey Yoder.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Yep. And then like, I kind of like, I don't know how you guys work if you do this. I kind of get bored with stuff after like a little bit and I need to kind of switch gears. So I had some scraps left over from the quilt behind me and I'm going to make, I haven't, here, let me iron this last piece and I'll show you guys what I'm making. I'm going to make a little Christmas table runner out of the scraps.
That sounds cute.
The fabric requirements that were listed for this quilt were very generous. And so I had plenty left over to make something else. So I'm going to make a table runner with that has like 5 little trees on it, like Christmas trees.
Yeah.
Going different directions. So no matter which side of the table you sit on, you can see them.
Yeah.
But let me show you guys. Hang on. Here, I'll
Holy
just
cow, there are people saying that they get anywhere from 300 to 500 kids.
Wow.
Kathy,
I have a feeling this year we might get like, because we still had 200 last year and I didn't think we would have that many because of COVID.
Yeah.
But now that it's sort of died down, I have a feeling we're going to get more.
I wouldn't be surprised if y'all did.
Yeah.
You have a big neighborhood.
Yeah, we do.
So Kathy's Quilts and Crafts says hi. Sorry.
Oh, hi,
late.
Kathy.
We're just glad you're here, hon. Doesn't matter if you're late. No big deal. Catherine Jolson says, Stephanie, in my daughter's neighborhood, they did a trunk and treat. They line cars up and the trunk is decorated and the child goes up to get their treat.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do
I've
that
seen that
too.
around here too.
Yeah.
Some cities actually canceled their trick or treat last year because of COVID. And so a lot of neighborhoods in those kind of cities did that kind of thing. But our CD didn't. They just encouraged you to leave the candy bowl out like Yvette was saying. And that's kind of what I did. But I sat like a few feet away from it because I wanted to see all the cute kids in their little costumes. So this is kind of, it's not put together, but it's going to be trees like this.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So it's just going to be like scrappy.
I get the idea.
Yeah.
Ms. Patty Cat Lady says that she collects autumn beer and tastes them while she's handing out the candy.
She collects what? Oh, autumn
beer.
Okay. That's kind of fun. That's a fun way to do it.
Shelly Clark says they get a lot of because people who live in rural areas drop their kids off in their neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to kind of guess that's kind of why we get a lot too. Because I know a lot of them are bust in. I've seen people like drop their kids off.
Yep.
So.
Deborah Colby says she doesn't get any kids because she's got a long driveway. And then Natalie says, but the people with a long driveway get full-size candy bars. It's worth the work.
Yeah.
Tracy Richmond just got on. She said she's missed so much. Really, it's just a lot of chit-chatting. And we're working on like UFOs, and let's loosely use the term working. At least for me, I'm just doing a swatch cards. So I'm just sitting here chitty chatting with everybody.
Yeah.
And not doing enough working. Okay.
Is my machine too loud when I sew for you guys?
I don't remember being annoyed.
Okay.
Yeah, most people are saying that they either have a trunk and treat or they got like a gajillion kids come to their house. So it's like, you know,
yeah,
hit or miss.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot this year because, like I said, last year, even with the pandemic, we had like 200 kids. So
Yeah. I have a feeling we're not going to have a lot. At least not compared to y'all. I mean, for goodness sakes, I thought we had a lot when we had like 40 kids. Oh no. Kathy's Quilts and Crafts says she had an accident outside. She fell out of her
oh,
wheelchair and had a real nice policeman help her back into her
oh,
wheelchair. And
oh,
she messed her
Kathy.
hands up pretty bad.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well,
Yeah, I'm
that's what he
glad he
helped
was
you.
there to help you. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Okay, they're saying it's not too loud. Okay, that's good. Because sometimes people used to say it was too loud. So
Oh, that's all relative as well. Some people get annoyed with every little thing. But I think you're okay. You don't seem to be doing like a whole bunch of stitching, for 10 minutes in a row or anything anyway, so it's okay.
No, they're just like, I'm just putting these little pieces on this tree so I can build it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're okay.
All right. Oops.
Okay, this can't possibly be it because where is the AP fabric?
Apparently I'm not following my own directions here very well because I'm gonna have to pick now.
We're bothering you.
No, you're not.
We're distracting you. Talking about all this candy.
No, I just apparently can't, like, I wrote down some like basic stuff to put these together and apparently I can't read my own writing.
Stop it. You're gonna make me pee. Oh, here's the AP. B group alternative 1 teardrop applique. But I already
Oh, that quilt has applique too?
It's got a little bit of applique. It's
Okay.
got well, I don't remember where I have them here somewhere. Hold up. That's not it. Must be in here. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out what I did with my applique. But it's basically like these little teardrops. So, and I'll try to show you on the pattern, but it's so tiny on the pattern. Maybe this isn't the section. Maybe it's the one here.
I keep looking at that McCall one that they're going to put together and I'm like, okay, I should do it. No, I can't. Yes, I should. No, I can't.
Do you have the pattern?
No, but I can get it. Checker has it. But it's just the time factor.
I have one. I can give it to you if you want it.
Yeah.
Just offering. You do not have to do it.
No, thank you. No, I kind of would like to, but I just I don't think I have the time to devote to it, honestly.
Yeah, me neither.
What I may do is just like add their YouTube to my my list and then go back later and maybe try to do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can always do that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere,
Yeah.
All right. I'm done with this part.
Oh, Linda McFarland said she just finished 336 half square triangles. Holy mackerel.
Holy cow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I'd have to break that up.
You brave girl.
All right, let's see. What is all? Oh, I know what that is. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. Linda, everybody's like astonished by all those half square triangles. We're all like, holy moly. That's amazing that you have patience to do that many. It's a lot. So Linda, what are you going to do with all those half square triangles?
I'm back.
Yay.
Okay, let's see here. Where are these guys?
Mary, I don't know when the Lucky Stars finishing day is going to be. It was supposed to be the 7th of October. Geez. November. And I'm kind of waiting on Becca to tell me when, because she's actually moving that weekend. So she had to cancel that weekend. Hopefully she said she thinks she can sew by the next weekend. So I will let you guys know as soon as I know. So yeah. And we'll set up a private Zoom for that for everybody who paid. So look out for an email from me because you'll get an email about it.
Okay, let me see.
A friend wanted to make around the world and she wanted me to make one with her. And I want to make one of them Christmas trees quilts so I just made them all at one time. Oh, wow. Okay, that's why she made so many half square triangles.
Let's see.
You're welcome, Mary. Hopefully I'll know by Saturdays with Steph next weekend so I can tell you guys like when that's going to be. So.
Okay, I see that Barb says, Yvette, what is the McCall's pattern? I don't know what that is. I don't have any McCall's pattern.
Maybe macaw. Maybe that's what she meant.
Oh, macaw. Thank you, Steph. All right, let me get in so I can see what I'm showing you. This is the macaw pattern.
So pretty. This is the one that Judy Niemeyer is going to be. You have to have your own pattern and your fabric, or you can buy a kit from them. But this is the one that she's going to be like giving free instruction on.
Yep. So she's doing instruction on this, but I'm actually going to make the queen size.
Oh, are you?
Well, I have to make
Like, that's right. You have to make.
Right. I have to make big ones. So I can't.
How many do you have to make? How many big ones?
Okay. It's either 5 or 6. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot. And so this one is only 57 by 57. the regular macaw, and the macaw queen is 99 by 99. So that's why
Oh,
I'm
wow.
doing, yeah. All of the ones I'm doing are either 99 by 99 or 100 by 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Those are some big quilts.
There's some big quilts and very expensive to make, I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, I'm, perfectly honest. I get my fabric wholesale, but it's still expensive. So can you imagine as like,
Yeah.
you can't get wholesale. It's a lot of money. It
It's a
really is.
lot. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're not trolling. Nanny Mae said her son says she's trolling because she's been watching different quilting sites trying to learn before she actually starts doing. I don't think that's trolling. I think that's smart.
Yeah. Kate wants to know if there's any way you can aim the camera lower so they can see what you are sewing. Just wondering.
For me,
I guess I'm not sewing, so.
I probably can't do that right now because if I touch any of this, because to be honest with you guys, my husband helped me set it all up. If I touch any of this, I might mess something up. But I will definitely try to do that for next. I'm going to do that for next week because, or what I'll probably do is have them here. So when I start, you can see me, and then I'll have them like lower it so you can just see like what I'm sewing since I'm going to sew the project. Yeah, I don't touch any of that stuff because when I do, Stephanie messes it up. So yeah, I definitely will have that.
Yeah,
next.
right now I'm looking for like what I need to sew next, so I can try to lower mine a little bit once I actually start sewing, because we still have about, are you planning to go till 8?
Yeah, we'll go to 8 because I know a lot of you love to go watch So yeah, and they start at 8. So we'll go to right till 8 and then we'll get off of here.
Steph is so nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna push this up.
So we'll do that. So we're gonna keep sewing, but yeah, sorry, I don't want to touch any of the camera stuff because I think if I do, I might disconnect something or mess up. So
you're fine, because I'll lower mine. Let me just get.
But like I said, next week when I sew my project box live, I will get him to stay down here and move it for me so you guys can actually see what I'm sewing because you'll want to see that.
All right. Not a big deal. I totally get it.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm supposed to put these together. So let's sew on that. Try to figure out what I'm doing here. And let me go like this.
Emily, if you want one of her patterns, Yvette or I could probably order them for you. She was asking where to get the Judy Niemeyer patterns.
Yes, we can. They're not like, I don't know if it's a just right now thing or what, but we can't get like every single one. So look and see what you like. And then we could tell you if we can get it.
I was actually just looking at the McCall one. I know we can get that. So if you're interested in that one. Mary said she can't go to So Yeah, she spends too much money.
Something literally just fell off of my shelf and I am flipping out because now I have a poltergeist.
Oh no. It's the quilting gremlin. He attacked my space
I'm
last
good
week.
with ghosts, so we're okay. Just as long as they, will come and say, hey.
Mary said project box will come when. If you're talking about mine, Mary, mine is shipping on Monday. I'm so excited. And I think Yvette's is coming out real soon too, right?
It'll be soon. Yeah, I'm cutting everything out right now. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to finish cutting and putting them in shipping mailers, and then, I mean, not cutting. I got to finish packaging and then putting them in shipping mailers. Then you guys will get them. So. Awesome. Susan said she's binding a Christmas quilt now. Yay.
Awesome.
Oh no. Susan said after sewing 7 of those pillowcases, when she turned the first one inside out, she had placed the trim in the middle instead of on top, spent 2 hours pinning everything. Oh no.
My gosh.
I hate when I do stuff like that. It's so frustrating. But you're right to go move to a Christmas quilt binding then, because that'll take your mind off of that. And you're binding, so you're almost done, which is the fun part. I get so excited when I'm rounding that last corner when you're binding. It's so fun to like, yay, I'm almost finished.
Yep. I think that's why binding is my favorite part.
Yeah. Oops. Patty wants to know, how's the temperature quilt coming, Yvette?
Oh my goodness. That is like the bane of my existence right now. It's not. I basically started over and I've done nothing except cut a couple of pieces of fabric. So I wouldn't hold my breath if I were y'all.
Marla said she's done with sew for the rest of the year. Her sewing room is cleaned and organized and she's full. Need to sew before buying more. That's smart. I just keep getting stuff and I shouldn't.
I don't think that you are alone in that. So
do you hand or machine bind? I machine bind.
So do I.
Yeah. I don't do anything by hand if I can avoid it.
You see, now I don't know what it is about binding, but I actually don't mind like finishing the binding on the other side by hand. But I'll be honest with you, I just don't have the time. I really just do not have the time. And so I don't, because you know, I just have way too much on my plate all the time. But I do kind of like it. It's if you have time to sit there and watch a movie, or you know, just even play a movie and do that in the background, then you know, excellent. That's, you know, I like it. But yeah, I just unfortunately don't have the time.
Yeah.
So everything is done by machine for me.
Teresa Louise said, I need to stay away from sew for a long while. Kate said, thanks, Yvette, for pointing the camera down lower.
You're welcome. But I'll just tell y'all, because I do that, I can't see the chat at all. So
yeah, no, I'm reading it. It's fine.
Okay.
Natalie said, never bought anything from Sew Miss or Patty said, so you're all set for the 2022 temperature quilt.
Exactly. It's perfectly ready.
You might just start all over next year.
Well, you know what? Exactly.
Yeah. Susan said, I machine bind. Camille Ross Kelly's binding video made a click for me. Oh, good. Oh, thanks, Donna. Donna said, okay, everyone, thanks for being here. Penn State, Notre Dame are soon. So she's taking off.
Okay.
Linda McFarland said she needs to get busy. There's only 2 months till next year. Oh, I think she was talking about your temperature quilt.
Oh, yeah.
Karen Cox said, am I the only one who can watch Sew Yeah and have never even thought about want to buy from them?
You're not the only one, because I did buy something one time, but not since. I don't think there's anything wrong with them. It's just not really the way I would want to buy. Plus, I can get things wholesale. Not every single thing. Like, I don't have an account all over the place or anything, but
Yeah.
And with all the fabric that's coming into my house, it's like I really can pass it up.
Shelly Clark said she was just in Vegas for a couple days and went to see Sew Yeah. Oh, how fun. Cool. Another name for quilters, fabric collectors. Yep. Jim Bennett said that. Yep.
The Sew Yeah guys do seem really nice.
Yeah. Natalie said she's more of a kit kind of person. I do like kits because there's no thinking. You get the pattern, you get all the fabrics you need, so you don't have to decide what goes where and all that. Person 2463 said, hi, big hugs from Australia. Hi there.
Hi.
Is your name Shell? I think that's it. Laurel said she's in self-timeout from Sew Yeah. Shelly Clark said she hasn't bought online. Okay. Linda Dollar said she watches Sew Yeah, but never buys as well. I think they're kind of entertaining, but yeah, I'm in the same boat as Yvette where like, I really don't need any more fabric.
Ooh, I didn't make him happy right there.
Okay, yes. Catherine Jolson said she stopped buying from them. She stopped because some of the boxes she got had things she didn't bid for. Oh, that's too bad. Marla said she agrees with the kits. She's not good at color coordinating and putting colors together. Yeah. That's why I like to kit things, because I feel like sometimes people won't buy yardage because they don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times why, like, you guys asked if I kitted these. I did. I kitted like the quilt behind me. I kitted the pineapple quilt because I have trouble with that sometimes too. Like if I just have a random fat quarter bundle, I don't always know what to do with it. So kind of like when it's kind of decided for me. In this case, I'm deciding it for you. Kate said their site is such a fast pace. You really have to watch it with something in mind. Yeah. To just buy fabric because you like it is detrimental to the wallet for sure. When they first started quite a while ago, I did that a couple times and then you get the invoice and you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do?
Yep.
So I quit. I watch them just for the entertainment value, especially if I'm like doing something in my sewing space. But I try not to. Every once in a while they get something that I'm like, oh, maybe I need that. But I try not to like.
Oh, maybe I need that. I like that. I think a lot of us do that. Ooh, maybe I need that.
Well, like you said, because we have access to a lot of the things ourselves now.
Yeah.
you know,
But not
I don't-
everything, you know.
I don't buy anything on their D stash because it's a lot of on their D stashes boutiques or things that are older, which I already probably have. So when I watch their new stash, it's only like if it's a fabric line that I was like, oh, that's so pretty, and I can't get it. So
Yeah.
like if I can't get it and you can't get it, where I know I can't buy it from you either, then I'll be like, okay.
Right.
But that doesn't happen very often because they carry a lot of the same things we do.
Yeah.
Kathy said the same here. I watched So Yeah, but never bought anything. I have a hard time not bidding on the mystery boxes. Yeah. Pam said she appreciates the kits. Catherine says she prefers yardage. Kits are too expensive. Not to mention no control over colors. So see, I think it's kind of like you either really like somebody just picking it out for you because you're maybe not so good at that, or you really are good with color and you like to do it yourself. So
Yep, it's very true.
Karen said, I usually have the pattern first, then go after fabric. I very seldom buy fabric first. Yeah, Karen, I'm usually the same way too. I usually have a pattern, and then
Not me.
if the pattern says like 20 fat quarters, then I'll find fat quarters I like in a collection that go with it. When I do it the other way around, and this is why I don't buy a lot of just fabric, I never know what to do with it. And then I'm afraid if I cut the fabric for that, then maybe later on I would have wanted for something else, or I'm afraid if I cut the fabric, I won't have enough for the whole pattern. So yeah, I'm kind of like you. I usually buy the pattern first, then the fabric, or I buy kits.
Again, fly by the seat of my pants, girl. I buy all the fabric.
Yeah. Well, I say that, but then there are some lines where I'm like, okay, I don't care if I don't have a project yet. I just want the line.
Yeah, that happens way too much for me.
Yeah. My problem is then I end up buying too much of that line because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And I'm like, well, I got to get a lot because it'll be gone by the time I figure out what pattern I want to do with it. Marla said, I'm so glad I finally got my sewing room done. Had to get everything off my dining room table for Thanksgiving dinner. Thankfully, I have a kitchen table also to eat on. Oh, that's good. Natalie said, do they sell anything besides fabric? Yes, they sell mostly fabric, but they do have like notions nights and they do sell patterns. And a lot of times they give you patterns too if you buy fabric from them. So, oh, Lori said, I watched one night after having a medical procedure and was bidding half drug from anesthesia, got a $500 bill the next day.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I'd have a heart attack. I have another medical problem.
Yeah. Debbie said she got the Songbird quilt kit from them and cut it out a few weeks ago. Oh, that was a pretty one. Debbie said I had to unsubscribe from So Yeah to keep from spending. Yeah. Oh, hey, Gia. Gia's here.
Hey, Gia.
Woolly Girl said, I like getting the big spool of thread in the box like you do, Steph. Awesome. Oh, Catherine, you'll have to show us that when you're done. That sounds good. She said she's making or trying to build a huge boutique stash to make it a happy quilt with as many colors as possible.
Sounds great.
Teresa Louise said they had some really nice poppy cotton the other day and I had to get it. You know, that's one thing I do like about So Yeah. Sometimes I get introduced to fabrics that I didn't know about. It wasn't recently, it's quite a while ago. They had a poppy cotton line that I really liked and I was like, ooh, this poppy cotton's nice. And every time a new one of theirs comes out, I take a look at it because they've got some pretty fabrics. Linda Dollar said, love the quilt behind you. Thank you. Nanny May said, I enjoy these sites where there's talking companionship. Also, Lori Holt, I love her material, particularly smaller prints and power tools with red, which I like the idea of embroidery and applique. Cool. Sounds like you're getting a lot out of YouTube. That's awesome. Karen said, patterns and books are my downfall. Yeah. Quite the pattern and book collection. And
I don't even know what to do with mine.
I know I have so many that I'm like, I'm making this one day, but I have probably 100 quilts like that and I'll never make them all. Oh, Del Marie said she purchased poppy cotton last Saturday too. Yeah, I like poppy cotton. Somebody sent me a layer cake of poppy cotton. I don't remember who it was. A line that I hadn't seen of theirs, and it was so pretty. It had little bunnies on it. Oh, has anyone done needle turn applique Hawaiian quilting? I have not, but that sounds interesting. Hi, Bernie. Bernie Chamberlain's here.
Hi, Bernie.
She said her son took their internet down, then left. Ugh.
Oh,
Just getting on. Love the quilt behind you, Steph. Is that a kit? Yes, it's a kit. Well, a kit that I kitted. It's not like a kit by the manufacturer, but yep, it's a figgy pudding quilt kit by Lala Boutique. The fabric is by Lala Boutique Christmas morning, and the pattern's also by Lala. Yes, Bernie, the kit will be in my shop. I think I have enough to make 2 more, so I took it out of my shop temporarily to double check, but I'm going to put it back tonight. So here's one tree done.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute.
Yeah. So I'm making this out of the scraps from the quilt behind me because I had some scraps left. I'm going to turn it into a table runner. Pamela said she's back and her pizza was delicious. Awesome.
I think we'll probably have pizza tonight too.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we haven't had pizza in a while.
Ooh, Del Marie said it's on my list for the first of next year. You'll have to show us when you guys are working on that, Del Marie and Lori.
What are they working on? Or what?
They said that Hawaiian turn applique.
Oh, okay.
That sounds interesting. Bernie, the quilt is 70 by 70. Oh, thanks, Pam. She said she liked the tree. Mary, the pattern, are you talking about for the table runner? I can share that because that's a free pattern. Actually, I found somewhere else. It's not my pattern, but it is a free pattern. So if you guys want that, I can get that for you. Mary, send me a quick email because I will not remember. I always have too much going on and I forget. So, but if you send me an email, I will. Thank you, guys. Linda, Yvette is working on one of her Judy Niemeyer projects.
Yes,
Are you
this
still
is
making the
coral-
color swatch thing?
No, I'm sewing it now. So this is
Oh.
coral reef.
I didn't even look down to see what you're doing. Sorry.
That's okay. I started sewing so that I could face my camera down and everybody could watch me sew.
Man, I didn't even hear your machine. It's so quiet compared to mine.
Really? I thought I was like, it sounds like a jackhammer in here.
Yes, you do, Mary.
I was hoping I wasn't bothering anybody either.
Nope.
I figured y'all would tell me if I was, so.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. But nope, not at all. Yeah, this pattern, it's a beginner pattern. It's real easy. It's listed as a beginner pattern. And I can send it to you guys if you email me, but it's by Robert Kaufman Fabrics. It's free on their website. So Bernie said she finished 2 UFOs yesterday, started a gnome quilt today. Oh, how fun.
Excellent.
Oh, MJ is working on Eric Oda's Sew Along blocks. Awesome. I'm only about 10 behind, LOL. That would totally be me. That's why I try. I want to do sew alongs so bad, but I just don't have the time. And I would be like that, where I'd be like a mile behind everybody else. Like the Stitch Pink, there's no way I can keep up with that schedule. So I didn't even begin. I'm just going to start it when I can. It might be done by next October.
There you go. It's a goal.
Yep. The important part for me for that kit is that from everybody that purchased it from my shop, I donated 10% of the sales to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So
Yeah, I hear you.
yeah. That's a big deal to me because my grandmother had breast cancer. So
Yep. Jim's aunt had breast cancer. She had to have double mastectomy and it's but she was actually, she took it all in stride. She was really great, but
that's awesome.
yeah.
Pam said, I'm excited that the winter box is coming soon. I'm excited to get it out to you guys. I love this box. I like the colors of winter. So yeah. And my daughter helped me pick out the treat for the box. It's like her favorite winter treat. And the treat that's in there, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of they're handmade in the United States. And when they came, Sarah wanted to eat all of them. So Susan said, thank you, Steph. I have my table runner fabric. Just can't decide on a pattern. I love the tree one. Yeah, the tree one's awesome. You should do a Deb Heatherly's Grid Girls Mystery. They are awesome. I've heard that that's fun. Lori said, my grandmother and mother had breast cancer. That is why I bought the kit from you. Oh, thanks, Lori. I'm sorry to hear about that, though. Her next one is in January. Plan on it. Cool. I'll have to check that out, Mary. So for anyone who wasn't here earlier, you probably remember, and I don't know, where's it at? The autumn table topper that we made. Everybody asked for if we could do it again, but maybe a winter one. So we're gonna do one probably seasonally. If you weren't here earlier, I have that all designed and I have to test it out this week, but next week, I will show it to you if I get a chance to finish it, what it's gonna look like. And I'm gonna put together kits because a few people asked for kits, but you don't have to buy the kit if you don't want to. You can use your stash. It'll be a free pattern once I release it up until the day we sew. After we sew, it'll go in my shop for sale. And that, again, we're going to do Thanksgiving, Saturday of Thanksgiving weekend. So I can't wait to show it to you guys. I previewed it to the girls and they liked it. So
It is very cute.
oh, Linda, I'm so glad to hear that you're well. She said she had breast cancer 18 years ago and she's been clear ever since.
Oh, good.
Good. Oh, you're welcome, Mary. So you're gonna get us a lot in November because we're gonna do next Saturday. I'm gonna do the sew along with my project box project, and then the following Saturday I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but that's a Saturdays with Steph, and then Thanksgiving weekend Saturday. So Sharon Thompson said, I have a really dumb question. First of all, there's no dumb questions. Really, we're all different levels, and you know, if people can help you, then great, we're happy to help you. But she said, what else can I use besides freezer paper to do applique? I can't find freezer paper anywhere. Apparently they don't use it in the South. I don't know anything about really that because I don't really applique. So
Yeah,
maybe
I wouldn't have even known to do freezer paper.
freezer paper. Yeah.
I would have used like I would have used a Oh,
Like a fusible?
fusible. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the only
That's-
appliques I've ever done were fusibles. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. And I'm not a fan of appliques, so I'm not the right person to ask.
Yeah, I mean, I don't go like out of my way to do applique. But it's all right. If it's a
Yeah.
small part of a quilt, I don't mind a little bit of it, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't really do a lot either. And I've only ever done the fusible, so I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just can't get into applique. Like I see it on other people's quilts and I think it looks amazing, but I don't know, it's just not very fun for me. And I feel like as limited amount of time if I have to sew my own stuff, I should do stuff that's fun.
Absolutely. And not everybody likes the same stuff,
Yeah. Nancy said you can order freezer paper on Amazon. Okay. Kathleen said, looking forward to spending Saturdays in November with you. Yay. Thank you. And I'll get Yvette on here as much as I can. I know she's got some stuff coming up. So
yeah, I listen, I love doing this, sitting and doing the sews. It just depends on what I've got going on. That's all.
yep.
I love doing it. This is like, it's so relaxing. It's interesting. I'm not looking for pity or nothing, but I've literally had a headache all day that I can't seem to get rid of.
Oh.
And I mean, I still have it now, but it's so much more enjoyable whenever I'm doing something, at least, or not
Yeah.
enjoyable, but it doesn't bother me as much whenever I'm, sitting and sewing or
Yeah.
whatever.
Something relaxing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pamela said Walmart sells freezer paper here in Florida. Okay. Marla said Heat and Bond Light, the purple one, it is sewable. The red one is not sewable. Okay. Sharon said, this is my first time doing it. And I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Girl, everybody has a first time for everything.
Yep.
Just, try to read up on a little bit and then just don't be nervous. Just do it. And if it's wrong or something like that, or it's not, that's okay. At least
Yeah.
now it's wrong. That's not gonna work for me. I don't like it, blah, blah, blah. We all have to do that.
Yeah.
Because especially when it's something new for you, you don't know what you're gonna like.
Oh, Laurel, that's a good idea. She said, watch the way Lori Holt does applique. She makes it look easy. I've seen her do that and she does make it look easy.
There you go.
I'm sure she would have some good tips and be able to tell you what exactly you can use too. Pam said, we love seeing you too, Yvette.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right now you're looking at my hands. Hope they're okay for you.
But that's okay. We can hear you. Linda said, the only way I applique is machine embroidery.
That's another thing I can't get into for whatever reason, because my other sewing machine is an embroidery machine. And I'm not a big fan of doing the embroidery. I love when other people give me stuff and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I can't, Jim was asking me when I bought this crescendo, he was like, you don't want an embroidery machine? I was like, well, no, not really.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think I'm going to use it. And, why spend the money on it? And if I really decide to do it later, I'll just buy another machine.
Yeah, I don't know. I had the opportunity a couple years ago to buy a really nice machine for an inexpensive price because somebody had it and they had never taken it out of the box. So it's like brand new. But I was like, no, I don't want one because that would just be something else. Like I have to have all the stuff for, because I already have a long arm and regular machines, and I don't want to have to go buy more different kind of thread and different this and different that. And there's times where like I've seen some of the things that like Laura Beach does, like she does the embroidered labels and things. And then I'm like, oh man, I should have got that. But then I think I probably would only take it out once in a while just for stuff like that. So it probably wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
So, but then like somebody made me this at a retreat that I went to, and it's super cute. Can you see this?
Oh, it's super cute. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all embroidered. And I look at those kind of things. And I'm like, man, I wish I could do that. But then I'm like, yeah, I'd probably do it once and be like, okay, I'm done. So I guess it's just like our taste, right? What we get into.
Well, and like I said, if later on, which I doubt it's going to be like in, a year, but later on, if I decide I want to try something, I want to have it or whatever, I get a new machine. That's just
Yeah.
another thing to look forward to.
Well, you are due another machine.
Gosh, if I knew where to even put it.
You can put it under a cover in the garage and pretend it's always been there.
There you go. That's what I told him.
Oh, thank you, Terry. Hi, Terry, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while. She said, just brought your winter box. Can't wait. Awesome. Thank you.
Hey.
Lisa Gardner said, Lori Holt makes it look easy, but mine turn out misshaped and sad looking. Oh. Mary said, I'm back. Are you all getting ready to end? We're going to end at about 12 minutes, I guess. I'm going to end by 8 o'clock. So I know there's a lot of folks that like to go over to Sew at 8. So plus you're probably getting tired of listening to us.
I don't know how you sat there that whole time and not went and used the ladies.
I'm probably going to need that after we're done because I had some water. Well, I didn't finish my coffee yet, but I had a whole cup of water and then I've drank about half my coffee so far. I need to finish it.
Yeah, I've had a lot of coffees and then this big thing of water. Of course, I didn't finish the water. I should, since I drink all that coffee.
Sharon said, I have 12 nutcrackers to applique for the center of a quilt. They are surrounded by different style trim dashes. Oh, cool. I love nutcrackers. Ever since my daughter was in the Nutcracker Ballet, she was in the ballet for a couple of years. I love nutcrackers. I don't know. Anne Marie said, you are both keeping me company. Awesome. Thank you. You just retired, Terry. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I think I haven't had to go to the ladies because remember when I used to work and they were so honest and we couldn't move for hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got so used to like not going. I know it's not good for you, but yeah, you know how my job was about us getting up. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, Vicky said she's going to have a root beer float. That sounds good.
Oh, wow.
We had one when Yvette came to visit me this summer at the fair, and it was so good, but we both about went into a like coma from all the sugar.
Yeah, it was very, very sweet. And the
very sweet.
And it was so hot that day.
Yeah.
That it made you feel like, wow, it would be real easy for me just to pass out right now.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon said she enjoyed listening to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mary said she retired a year ago and she loves it. Awesome.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to retire, but that's okay. If I can ever transition to just doing the quilting that I love, then I won't care. That would be fine with me.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be doing my day job until I die.
Well, you're kind of going through what I was like at last year, where you're just so overwhelmed and they just expect more and more out of you. So
yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, actually.
Yeah,
it is. Because we've talked, but yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Shelly said, actually, I enjoy your company. It's nice to sew and listen to all the stories. Awesome. I love Shelly. She's so sweet.
I love her too.
Yeah. The purple wall said teacher bladder. Exactly. Although I wasn't a teacher, but same thing where you can't just leave your classroom full of kids. But my job was I worked in the medical field, and towards the end, they were getting kind of crazy. Like they put keystroke software on our computers. And if you didn't touch your keyboard or your mouse for more than 60 seconds, it would log it and it would send a report to your supervisor telling them that you weren't working. So we literally couldn't get up and go to the bathroom because I certainly can't pee and wash my hands in a minute. So we couldn't get up to go to the bathroom except for our lunch break. So it was tough. There was days where I was like, maybe I should just wear a diaper or something. I don't know. Borrow
Well,
one from one of my
I can't
babies.
even imagine that that's legal. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was awful. Like I would cry all the time. You can ask Yvette.
Yeah, because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And not even for just peeing. I mean, sometimes you need to just take a second, you know? I mean, God, I don't
Yeah.
Oh, they need to figure out a way to get the computers to do it for them if that's what they really want, because honestly, people can't be expected to work like that. That's just,
No, they were treating us like we were robots. And you're right. Like,
yeah.
it was crazy. Kathleen said I should be stitching one of my multiple UFOs, but instead I'm eating pie and listening to you two. I love it. Terry said she was a chef standing all day. Now she can sit and sew all day. Awesome. Thank you, ladies, Susan said, for another peaceful, fun night. It's sewing with friends, which is a lovely thing. Yes.
I agree.
Well, Del Marie, she said that's against the law. You're supposed to have a 10-minute break for every 2 hours of work. I know like the people who worked for them that were out of California, because we're all remote, they had to do that. But here, like where I live, they didn't have to do that. In most of the rest of the country, they didn't have to do that. The only thing they had to give us was a lunch break. So yeah. But that's also one of the reasons I don't work for them anymore. That actually kind of pushed me, because they just started that craziness the last like year I worked for them, because I worked for them for 6 years. And it kind of pushed me like to making the decision to doing my shop and long arming full time. So although I'm still struggling getting that moving better or working for me better or getting better, it's still been worth it, because it was crazy at the end. They kept giving us more and more work, expecting more things out of us and not letting us go to the bathroom or, all that kind of, it was crazy. It even got so crazy of that towards the end. And I don't want to just tell my sob story, but when we had meetings with our supervisor, we even had to like keep clicking on our keyboard, even though we weren't working.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we'd be on like a Zoom meeting. She's like, keep clicking your keyboard because they're going to send me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. You can't we write down on our time card that we had a meeting, but it was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't, go to work every day and cry. That's just crazy.
Right.
It's really.
Yeah. Mary said, you guys, this has been wonderful connecting. Thank you for your time. You're welcome.
You're welcome, sweetie.
Emily's here, said, WTF, a keystroke monitor. Wow, best way to lose staff. Yeah, the unfortunate part is so many people wanted to work for them because they pay really well that they didn't really care. They were like, okay, if we lose you, we have 50 people behind you that want a job with us. So it didn't matter that I had almost 20 years experience and that I was really good, and like I had the highest chart completion rate on my team, but it didn't matter. So, but like I said, it made the decision to leave a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So good night all. Jacqueline Spear said good night.
Good night.
Shelly said, where I worked, we were encouraged to get up every hour and move around. Yeah. Just for medical reasons, like not getting blood clots and stuff, you'd think they want people to, but yeah.
Well, you know what? It's just like anything else. There are good companies to work for and there are bad companies to work for.
Truly.
And, if you're in with a good one, that's amazeballs, because like where I work, I've been there for almost 15 years. or actually now I think I probably am at 15 years, but it's like, it used to be a great place to work. I loved it. It was like the best job I ever had. And now
Mhm.
I wouldn't put my worst enemy in that job. It's
Yeah.
just, it's horrible. Like management changed and everything just,
Yep.
and it's ridiculous. We had
That's how
people
mine
quitting.
was. When I first started working there, I loved it. Everybody was great. And then they had a management change at about year 4. And after management changed, everything went downhill real quick. So,
Yep.
yeah. Shelly said, thank you both so much. I really appreciate the kind words. When you live alone, it gets really lonely. Aw. Well, I'm glad we're able to sew with you.
Yeah. I had a great time. I got all of my swatches done that I need to do for my class. And I got some sewing done. I don't know if it's the sewing I was supposed to get done, but that's okay. I got some sewing. And now I get to go and cut fabric for the rest of the night till probably about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Yeah. Yep.
when I'm doing this with toothpicks, trying to like get the, yeah.
Yep. We're going to be packing up your guys' boxes. So
Yeah.
It's fun. I'm excited to get them out to you all. So,
Yep, me too.
yeah.
I get excited about everything, you know, it's like, but it's like every single time, it's almost like you're sending your baby out there, you know, because it's like I designed the pattern and I do, you know, I pick the fabric and I do the, you know, and so every time it's kind of like you're going, what's going to happen? But I'm excited about it. Like, I love it. So,
yeah. So this time it's not my pattern, but I'm excited for next year. And I guess I can tell you guys now in the last couple minutes here. I'm still going to do the quarterly box, seasonal boxes like I did this year, but I'm adding a few holiday boxes next year. I'm going to add a Valentine box, a 4th of July box, and a Christmas box. And I'm super excited about the Valentine one coming up and the 4th of July one because I wrote both patterns and I'm going to have them printed. So you guys don't have to deal with the PDF craziness like from last time, but super excited to get those to you guys too. So lots of fun stuff coming up.
Yes, I'm so excited to see everything you're going to do, Steph, because you're amazing. You really are. Yeah, you guys, everything she does, everything she touches turns to gold. I'm not even kidding. She's just amazing. So keep it up, girly. I got your back. There's loads and loads of people who have your back, and we're just going to get millions more to come on over.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, if you wouldn't mind doing that, that way, every time I go live, you can find me because it'll pop up for you. So, yeah.
Yep. You'll want to do that.
All right, girl, you ready to say goodbye?
I'm ready. I'm going to go and, I don't know, probably go to the ladies again. Maybe I'll get more coffee.
And then we can,
yeah, I think we're going to get pizza. So maybe I'll hold off on the coffee until about midnight.
Yeah. All righty, girl.
Okay, so the next time I'll be here, we'll be sewing up that winter table runner or table
Unless
topper.
You can join next week, you're welcome to come join for the project box if you like.
If I can, I totally will. I mean, it really depends on time. So I'll let you know, but definitely for that table topper, I'll definitely be here for that.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.